All right, I'm here.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello?
Yo, what's good, guys? What's good? What's good, guys? What's good? It's your boy Persona. Gaming with Persona. Oh, we got some echo going on. Make sure everything's good. Yeah. Yo, we got some echo going on. Sorry, guys. So yeah, what's good? What's up? What's up, guys? It's another Saturday morning, and you guys already know every Saturday morning you got to start your mornings off right with that mind of a gamer, Mind and Friends podcast. And yo, it's episode 66, and I'm hyped to be here. I know everyone is hyped to be here. We got the crew here. It's definitely gonna be a great show. A lot of good topics to talk about. A lot of good things to talk about. And before we get into anything, I gotta let you guys know what MOG is. So MOG is a chill podcast for everyone to enjoy, and we talk about all things gaming, controversial topics, and the community that comes with it. And we always approach all topics with a fair and unbiased perspective. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So with that being said, like I said, we cannot get into this show without introducing the panel, because the panel is what makes MOG so great. This is the best panel in the world I can ask for.
Hold on, you're undermining us. It's the universe. Thank you.
Oh, you're right. We the best. We the best in the world.
Oh, my
we the best in the world. We the best in the galaxy. We the best anywhere, everywhere. And if you don't think so,
congratulations. In the multiverse.
You played yourself. Mm-hmm. But with that being said, let me introduce Miss Leash Capice. And you guys gotta know,
really?
This girl is on fire. You feel me? The first and last lady of MOG. Miss Leash Capice, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, guys. It's me. It's Leash. I'm tired. I don't know why, but I had good sleep. I don't know why I'm so sleepy. But anyway, hey, guys. It's me, Leash Capice. You really put This Girl Is on Fire as my intro, though?
You already know.
We have to discuss this. You didn't tell me that was going to be my intro.
Listen, I told you it was gonna be a surprise.
Oh my
She wants
God.
All I Want Is Christmas for You, Mariah Carey.
Oh, nah. Listen, we already had a conversation. We're gonna talk about that in a second. Trust me. We're gonna talk about that in a second.
Oh my God, no. All I Want for Christmas Is You by Mariah Carey. What?
Let me tell you something. That song sucked.
No, I want Gucci Man. Something from East Atlanta Santa. That's what I want. I want or maybe old school Gucci.
Listen.
Hey.
We're not trying to get hit with that copyright strike. All right, we're up and coming. We ain't there yet. Right now.
Just say I'm from Atlanta technically, so I want something that.
Well, technically you're from New York, but
yeah. Technically I'm from Atlanta because I was raised here. But anyway, hi guys, it's me, Leash Capice. I have been doing a lot. I've been doing a lot of I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight. I'm not even gonna lie, not even gonna flex, not even gonna front. I've been trying to get my level. I'm trying to get down to the single digits in Dead by Daylight. That it seems like that's gonna be my go-to game. Whenever I don't know what the hell to play on Twitch. So that's basically that, and playing Detroit. Of course, playing games with Demi and Persona. They turn me on.
Oh, playing with games with Demi and Persona? Gotta give a round of applause for that, guys.
Oh my
Let's go.
God.
Playing games with the best.
God, who gave this man a soundboard?
I told y'all, once the soundboard come, things is about to get crazy. You feel me?
Who gave? They should have never gave you Negroes money. God, Lord have mercy. Give me the soundboard. You're gonna be like a evil villain, my arch nemesis with this soundboard. Damn. Oh God. Anyway, what else? That's it. Like playing like Diablo with y'all.
Diabolical.
Right. I'm trying to think if there was something else I played like that wasn't Dead by Daylight or Detroit. I don't think I can. Like Dead by Daylight really just had my attention. I haven't even been playing Stardew Valley like I normally do. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's all I've been doing, and streaming and pouring up like the usual. Ain't nothing really changed, but the name on the mail. That's it. All right, that's all.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You guys already know, man. Leash Capiche. She is our newest member, but she's also just as valued as myself and Demi. And yo, Leash out here playing these games. I ain't gonna lie. Yo, real talk, she do play that Dead by Daylight game. She plays that a lot. And like I be watching her and like I be wondering to myself, how do you enjoy this? No, I'm joking.
Go away.
No, I'm joking. But she, you know, it honestly watching Dead by Daylight, no lie, it is fun to watch. Cause I be watching like, damn, this shit is dope. Like, it's fun to watch. Then it's like when I play it, I'm kind of just like, it's a different. I guess if I'm playing with friends, it's fun because you know you kind of make a game out of it. But I don't know. Like if I was playing that by myself, I don't think I would enjoy that a lot.
I don't think you never gave it a chance. You just have it set in your mind that it's trash. I think one day you should just play.
I mean, it is. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's move on. Then we got MOG boys in the building.
My man.
Yo, we got my boy Demi. We got my boy Demi in the building. MOG boys, we out here strong. Demi, do what you do best.
Oh, let's break it down.
Go ahead, bro.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Mad Reviewer, the Review Titan, the Review God himself, the God of Reviews, Mr. Reviews, a.k.a. your lovely reviewer, a.k.a. the prettiest review on the planet.
Hey.
I just came about him surname, so y'all can respect it. Respect it, thank you. What have I been playing this week? Let's see. A lot of Overwatch. Competitive season is back. I've been going in and out, up and down. I screamed my head off because I couldn't get good teammates to save my life. I was going to have a stroke because of people playing horribly. Finished Red Dead 2. Amazing. Superb.
Yeah, that story. Yeah.
Fantastic. One of the first few games in a while to legitimately make me cry.
Aww.
And
you cried?
Yeah, I cried.
I just did the soundboard, so they gonna hear they gonna hear that.
I cried. It was one of those moments where the redemption came into play, and I was like, oh. More Dead by Daylight. A bit of Bleed. Streamed that. Did a speed run. Beat it in 2 hours on very hard. Great game. I think I'm done with this game because I've played it too much lately. But it's a fun game. You know, those looking for a shoot 'em up on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and Xbox and PC. That is all in your direction. What else? Finally started on Runner 3. Fun game. And Diablo 3. But I'm not playing on community game night with you guys. I've been doing a solo run by myself.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up, bro. For real.
Paladin is low-key OP. I thought it was not going to be as like tough, but oh man. He's OP. And it's making my playthrough a breeze, actually.
Yeah, Paladin. I think my first character was about Barbarian, and then I went Paladin. Paladins is really good though, like really, really good.
Oh, and Paladins, because I had to try out the new character.
Oh, you talking about Necromancer?
No, the new character for Paladins.
Oh, Paladin. You talking about the actual new character? Oh, they did come out with a new character, right? Outside of the chick with the wings, they came out with another one, right?
Yeah, they came out with Koga, which is the wolf guy with the claw, and they came out with the new sniper character.
Word? We might have to get up on that.
Sniper rifle, shoots and it also turns into a laser cannon. Which is he's broken, but he's good. But we got to play it sometime.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely got to play that, bro. That's what's up.
That's about it for me though, because it's been a busy week. Red Dead has been consuming all of my time.
You, Jesus Christ, man! I ain't been able to play nothing else since. Well, now I have been able to, but Jesus Christ.
I wanted to get that out the way.
Yeah, I really wanted to get that out the way as well, just because the story is really is that good. Like, no lie, the story is great.
And I'm standing shaking.
But that's it. That's all you've been playing this week.
That's all I've been playing. It's been a light week.
Okay. Yo, shout out to I just want to give a big shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Give yourselves a round of applause. Definitely do appreciate everyone that came through right now. You all started your mornings off right with the MOG crew, MOG and friends. Definitely appreciate y'all. As for me, what I really been playing mostly is I beat Red Dead. I beat the story. The story is the story. We're speaking of strictly story. The story is really, really phenomenal. Really great. Definitely had throw some COD in there. Always gotta play some COD. And I started Darksiders 3. And it's really good. It really is good. Certain little issues with it, like in terms of like the dodge. The dodge is a little funny. And it is like, I know a lot of people hate when you make this comparison to Dark Souls, but it really is like that. Like no lie, like it really is like that. When people are saying that, and I'm not speaking that way in terms of how difficult the game is. I'm speaking that way in terms of the structure, mechanically, of how the game performs or how the story in the game kind of progresses itself in terms of like enemies and stuff like that, and the soul collecting and having to dump the souls to gain levels and all that stuff. It plays to that like very, very, very heavily, which is not necessarily a bad thing, because I still feel like it still maintains its uniqueness of being Dark Souls, because it actually has a story and it's telling you a story, and the characters, they're there, like they are like established characters, and it has its lore. So I appreciate it. I like the game. I enjoyed the game. I streamed it some this week. I'm definitely gonna stream some this weekend. And yeah, with that being said, let's get into these topics for the week, man. It's a lot of good topics. Oh, before we get into that, how was y'all Thanksgiving? Was y'all Thanksgiving good?
My Thanksgiving was fire. All of my family came down from all over, and we turned up, basically. You know how I am. And so my family is 10 times worse. Like, I walked into my uncle and aunt's house or whatever, and all I hear is, "Hey!" And I'm like, "Hey!" And they passed me a shot. And from there, hey, it was on.
They passed you a shot?
Yes. My family, they drank. Okay.
All right.
I drink.
They drink, or do
I thought you drank.
No, I drink. My family drinks.
You're talking DRANK. Drink.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. What about you, Demi?
I work.
Oh,
but
Jimmy.
You spent it with family though, right?
I was working a lot.
Okay.
I just want to give you a hug. Come here.
Oh my God.
Let me just give you a hug. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm great.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. I worked 2 that morning, but as soon as I got off, it was a wrap. Went straight to the food.
Straight or straight?
Straight to the food.
Straight to the food.
My man Debbie had to work, man. I'm so sorry, bro. Let me play the World Soundest Violin for you.
Oh.
Are you really playing the violin for?
Yes,
do you know
I am.
What Persona?
Yes, I am.
I'm
They
gonna
just heard.
I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna smack that soundboard on the floor. I swear to God.
Wow.
Yo, what I tell y'all? Once the soundboard comes into play, it's a wrap.
You really played? Wow. You really played the violin for Demi. It's okay, Demi. I got you. I'm gonna listen.
But yeah.
Wow.
Wow. Like.
Yo.
Whoa.
Nah, it's all love. Yeah, for me, I kind of just chilled. I did visit my grandmother. She cooked a nice little meal, and I was seeing my little brother and stuff like that. It was cool. It was pretty relaxing. It wasn't too crazy. I kind of just was chilling, kind of recoup from working so much, and yeah, that's really like what I did. And it was super cold on Thanksgiving, so I went to my grandmother, and I ate for a little bit, chilling my my fam, and I was like, all right, I gotta go. I'm trying to get back to the crib. Like, I love y'all, and I'm out. Plus, my grandmother, she was going to Dubai for 2 weeks, so I wanted to see her before she left for Dubai anyway. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, let's get into these topics, man. Let's talk about it, man. We got a lot to talk about. And you guys already know, for those that do watch MOG Friends podcast, you guys know that every month we always do the Games with Gold versus PlayStation Plus free games for the upcoming month. And they definitely did put the games out for what they're going to be. So let's start with let's go ahead and let's start with PlayStation. So PlayStation December's free games is going to be, for the PlayStation 4, it's going to be Soma and Onrush. And then for the PS3, it's going to be Steriden, Steins Gate, and then Vita cross purchase with the PS4 is going to be Iconoclast and Papers, Please. And for the Xbox, it's going to be, for the Xbox One, it's going to be, is that Cubo 2? That's Cubo, right? Yeah, that's Cubo. Oh, Cube. Why is... I know, but like the way the font is. Listen, the way the font is, I thought it was a QUB. Oh, it looked. Listen, man. Anyway, Cube 2, Never Alone, and then for the 360 cross play games. Well, not cross play, but the games you can download onto the Xbox One. Dragon Age 2 and an Xbox OG game, Mercenaries. That's pretty dope. That Dragon Age 2 is pretty cool. Starting with you, Leash. Which free games for December are you feeling more? Which one do you feel has the more the more bang for the buck for the month of December? Xbox. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I did the Nani and I'm sorry. Got it. What you mean? I ain't even do nothing to you. Yeah, I've been nothing but nice to you since you got here. I didn't even make no jokes. What? That's ridiculous. Why am I an evil overlord? I'm legit being very nice. I haven't came at you in no other way. Alright, go ahead. Now you disrespect. Nah, keep it moving. Go ahead, Go ahead. So it's but go ahead. Wait a second. First of all, what? First of all, why would Debbie be Dexter when Dexter's always angry and supposedly I'm always the what? Well, Dexter is short and alright, Debbie got. You're annoying, so yeah, you're right. Dragon Age 2?
Got to it. I'm so freaking mad. Oh, I don't even know what the hell Cube is. What is Cube, Demi? I know you know.
It's a puzzle game.
Oh, okay. You see, Demi knows all games. He's Mr. Everything. Okay.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. But
they said they couldn't hear you. Let me know if y'all can hear it now. Oh my god.
They can't hear me. You did that on purpose.
Nah, I didn't. I legit didn't do that on purpose. I'm not even lying.
Oh my god, he cut off my mic, y'all.
Nah, I didn't do that. I didn't do that. When I switched, when I did my display switch it to the other screen like I normally do, it was it went to like something else. It was weird.
You cut off my mic, bro. Nah, that's low. That's low, bro. What? You cut off my mic.
Nah, I wouldn't cut off your mic. You know, I just boot you.
Denied.
Shut up.
But yeah, I mean, okay, Xbox, I get it.
Yeah, Xbox has the better games this month, to be honest. Because the only thing that looks good on PlayStation is Soma, which I am going to download. So, yeah.
I can't be mad at that. Demi, how you feeling about the this month?
Neither.
Really?
Whoa! Hey, I just really just listened to that. What you said? Neither.
I need you to.
Jimmy got reviews with a hot hand. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to break that down. Go ahead.
Listen, I'll give you a proper breakdown. All right, so I've played Soma. I own Onrush, and while Onrush is a good game, there's nothing really too enticing about it that makes me go wow. And I played Soma from start to finish for a review, and that's probably like one of my least favorite horror games of this generation.
Whoa, for real?
And that's probably like one of my least favorite horror games. A nice echo.
Yeah, no, sorry.
It's all good. But yeah, Soma's not a good game to me. It has such a great theme that it gets tarnished, pooped on. like I genuinely had high hopes for that game because a lot of people told me, "Yeah, man, Soma's the truth. You like Outlast, you'll like this." And what I got to what I was hyped about, very, very disappointing. Cube is a puzzle game. It's cool if you're into stuff like that. The charm of it wears off pretty easily for me, so I'm really not like too into it. Dragon Age 2 is the not good one of the series, from what I hear. And
you never played it?
I've never played it.
It's not like it's bad. It's just not the best out of the two. That's basically what it is. But it still has like a good storyline and still like it sets up the story really well.
And what were the other two for Xbox?
The other two for Xbox was Cube and Never Alone. Oh, Mercenaries.
Never Alone is a cool game. It's one of those soft-hearted indie games that, and Mercenaries, I really don't.
I really don't.
Yeah,
I really don't. They just threw that in there for some shit.
They just threw that. They just threw that in the pot. Nothing is really attracting me this month from either side. I'm gonna download them because they're free, but neither side is like enticing me. PlayStation last month had Yakuza and Bulletstorm. Even though I own Yakuza, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, this is the one. And then Xbox last month had Dante's Inferno, Battlefield 5, and another game. Yeah, that's way more enticing than that, bro. Like this month, both of them just don't scream anything for me. Plus, I have Onrush through Game Pass for Xbox.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm jumping out the window for one. I'm
jumping out the window with this one. Listen, I'm gonna keep it a stack.
Ooh, you suck.
Xbox, I ain't digging it this month. I'm gonna keep it real. PlayStation. Can I speak? Did I interrupt you when you spoke?
You did actually.
Did I interrupt you when you spoke?
Yes, no, you did. Several times over.
No, I did not. You see, guys, I'm nice to her. I'm being real nice. Nobody's cracking no jokes. You know, no one is doing none of that. But she can't help the bullyism.
I just want to go over there and just choke you.
She can't help the bullyism.
Choke you out, sir.
Somebody help her.
You just make me just.
You gonna choke him out? Wow.
I'm gonna choke him out.
Guys, can I get some?
Can
I get some sympathy, please?
No.
Can I get some sympathy?
Goodness
Oh, I just did the
gracious.
all sound command, so I got some sympathy for the soundboard. You feel me? The soundboard, you know.
Who gave this man a soundboard? Like, oh God, somebody help me.
Yeah, listen. Sometimes with Leash, guys, you just gotta tell her straight up.
Shut up!
All right,
What did you
moving
just-
on.
what
I
you just
put
press?
shut up.
I'm gonna.
Yo, guys, the podcast will be a trillion times more entertaining with this soundboard. Believe that. You thought it was entertaining before? This soundboard is about to be the best. Anyway, for PlayStation, honestly, I'm with Demi too. Though this PlayStation side is looking trash as well. Like Soma, I bought Soma when Soma first came out. I only got to the first chapter and I was like, yeah, this is trash. Like it really isn't that good of a game. I got it on sale though when it was like $4 or something like that. And Onrush is really the only game that I'm digging that I really want to play, because I didn't want to buy Onrush when it first came out. Then I was like, nah, $60 for this, nah, because it's like it looks like a really dope take on a Burnout style game. That's why I was really into it. When it was on sale, I wanted to pick it up, but then I'm like, let me hold off, because I feel, because it was like $35 or something like that. I was like, all right, maybe, it's a good price. I was like, you know what, let me hold off. Let me just hold off. And so it's free. So, I'm happy. I'm good. So that's why I'm going to give it to PlayStation, just because Onrush is a game that I am interested in and that I do want to play. But, I agree with Demi. Both sides are pretty trash this month. Like, honestly, both sides are trash.
And it's Christmas. They gave us all of this, so they're supposed to give us the good stuff for the month of December.
These free games looking like a Blueface album right now.
You got Months of Cold.
You're looking like a what?
A Blueface album right now, bro.
Who the hell is this? Is my second time hearing Blueface. Who is Blueface?
It's a trash rapper from Cali. He good.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna throw one of his songs in the chat.
Okay, please. I need to hear.
He
this.
got album of the year, Lokita.
Whoa. Okay.
Yo, everybody in the chat, like, keep the soundboard, keep that soundboard energy. Yo, I got y'all. So yeah, guys, that's our take. So since it's 2-1, I think Xbox wins this month, because at least you chose Xbox, and Demi, you chose Xbox as well, right? No, you said neither. All right, so Demi, you got to be the tiebreaker, because I chose PlayStation, at least chose Xbox, so you do got to be the tiebreaker for.
Come on, Demi got reviews.
Demi, listen, how long? I know, Demi, I know you how long? 5 years. I know you like 5 years, right, Demi? 5-6 years, right?
Come to the dark side.
You know, Leash, how long? You know, Leash, how long?
Listen, Persona definitely played that violin.
Listen, Debbie. Let's get the seniority. Demi, let's get the seniority popping off.
I was gonna listen. I had your back.
Tiebreaker for real.
Yes, you got to do the tiebreaker.
It's the neutral. You can't be neutral.
You got to do the tiebreaker. Listen, Demi. Seniority. Let's get the seniority.
All right. I have a choice.
Oh God.
And my choice. And then I'm taking my talents to South Beach.
What?
All right.
What?
Have a good night, everybody.
What?
Thank you for coming to the podcast.
What you Yo, you no. You gotta pick. Pick one. Honestly,
I have to pick one.
Yeah, you have to, because you gotta pick the tie. You know, it's tradition every month when we do the games with gold. Whichever one is the better value out of the three of us, that'll be the month that wins for MOG and friends.
But my internet neutrality.
It doesn't matter. You gotta break the tie. We can't continue on with a tie. What does this have to do with being a fanboy? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Break the tie. It's okay.
He did drop some knowledge for you guys. That's a message for y'all.
If you either one you pick, I'm still gonna love you. Demi got reviews, so it's cool.
If I gotta be honest, I'm going PlayStation.
Boom.
Let's go. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause.
Anything that I have from now on, you know what? I don't have to deal with this. I'm going to my trailer.
And a round of applause, because Demi got reviews. Came through for the PlayStation Nation. Let's go.
Listen,
I know Barry would be proud right now.
Listen, they all still suck.
That is true. They both do suck. No lie. They do.
I'm sorry, I can't hear y'all. I'm in my trailer.
What? You in your trailer?
They all still suck.
But there ain't no trailer. You ain't getting no trailer yet.
Congratulations.
I do have a
I
trailer.
actually get a trailer and I get a stool. Like
You ain't getting no damn trailer, Demi. You betrayed me.
Yo, y'all got trailers, but I got a whole house, man. We out here. I got a house on wheels. My shit like 4 stories.
I got a beanbag trailer. Y'all getting like household equipment.
If you got a house, Persona, I'm gonna set it on fire.
What?
Wow.
What? What?
No, not when he's home.
Yo,
What did you say?
what? Yeah, I just did a soundboard. What did you say? What did you just say? Repeat that for the people that are watching. What?
Nope.
Yo, guys, did you just hear what Leash Capiche just said to me?
You just pushed me to the edge, man.
And I'm the problem. I'm the problem, but this is what she says to me. How am I the problem? Am I really? Is she not a bully, guys? Let me know.
I'm not.
Really,
I told you no.
bully-like
I told
behavior.
you I missed you and everything in the group chat. I said I miss you, Persona,
What does that
and you was like,
mean?
well, I don't miss you. So listen. you
But
just
the first
said-
time when you said it, did I not say it back?
you didn't. You gave me a hard time.
No, I did not. I said I did too.
You're a liar.
Do you want me to pull
Liar!
up? Do you want me to pull up the group text chat? You don't want that. You don't want that. Anyway, moving on.
Y'all so adorable.
Nah.
Adorable.
But yeah. So this next article.
Halifax.
This next. Oh my god. This next article. Talking about this Spyro. I wanted to talk about this last week, but obviously, we took a week off, so we couldn't talk about it. But I said, you know what? When we did the podcast this week, I definitely wanted to talk about it. So pretty much, Spyro Reignited Trilogy lack of subtitles is explained. So pretty much what it is there's no subtitles in Spyro, the game, and people found that weird because every game on this planet has subtitles, pretty much. So their reasoning behind it, I don't know. I need your thoughts on this. So pretty much, a spokesperson from Activision responded to Game Pit with the statement below. When Toys for Bob set out to make an awesome game collection, there were certain decisions that needed to be made throughout the process. The team remained committed to keep the integrity and legacy of Spyro that fans remembered intact. The game was built from the ground up using a new engine for the team, and was localized in languages that had not previously been attempted by the studio. While there's no industry standard for subtitles, the studio and Activision care about the fans' experience, especially with respect to accessibility for people with different abilities, and will evaluate going forward. What? No industry standard for subtitles? What?
Wait, they're patching in. Sounds like they're patching in actual subtitles.
Yo, like,
My man.
what are you talking about? Like, there's no industry standard for subtitles. I've never heard that before. Starting with you, Leash. Like, how do you feel about that? Like, no subtitles in games. Do you play games with subtitles on? Do you feel like this is weird that they didn't? Like, give me your thoughts on this.
Well, I play games with subtitles on because sometimes like people have certain accents in games that I can't understand, so I just put on the subtitles. Even like when I watch TV, like Netflix, I watch it with the subtitles on just in case like I miss something because I want to get like the whole background and everything. I don't want to miss anything, the lore, all of that. Prime example, especially when I watch Game of Thrones, because sometimes those accents throw me off. So I mean, I get what they're saying. Plus, deaf people do play games, so I would think there should be a standard for that. With video games, the statement kind of, what's up with these developers and being like a little bit sassy? Like there's no industry standard.
They sick of gamers bullshit, man. That's what that is. They sick of it.
But it's just like, bro, like, I mean, you kind of have, like, you do lose a market if you don't, like, cater to that market. Like, people with disabilities, like, that's not a market that you want to lose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people play games with disabilities play games as a form of, like, therapy. So, like, I don't know. I think it's kind of like trash. That the statement that they put out, but I understand like you can't please everybody, but subtitles,
But I feel
in
like
my
is
opinion,
subtitles really? I was gonna say like is subtitles subtitles really? Is that really like something so major? Like, does that seem major to you? Like, if you were creating a game or something, would you put subtitles in the game?
I mean, yeah, of course.
So like that's why I don't. I get it. You know, they say that they trying to keep the integrity of the game intact and like how it was in the past, I guess. But I feel like if you're gonna remake a game from the ground up, shouldn't that be something that, like that's just it should be in there. You know, like imagine you buy a game that doesn't have the option for you to pause. Like, does that make? There's no menu in the game, no nothing. Like, there's no. Imagine they made a game that had no options. Like, there was no options for you to set. It was just start the game. Like, there's no options, no extras, and nothing. Where's that? Like, even if the options are limited, wouldn't you want the ability to even have that type of control? You get what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I see both sides on this one. Normally, I'm on the side of the gamer, but I understand like as a developer, like games are like their babies, so like trying to keep up with the integrity of the game and trying to please everybody can be hard. So I don't know, like I can't take a side on this one, but I just don't like the statement that they put out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the statement is a little bit arrogant.
It is like it's like, well, if you don't like it, don't play. That's like,
and I love Spyro, so like I'm looking at like, and for me, I do play I play games with subtitles all the time, even though I hear perfectly and all that other stuff. But especially if I'm streaming, I do play with the subtitles on because again, you like to read, and plus for me, and this kind of goes into like a whole nother topic, but it's kind of instilled in my brain to put subtitles on because I've been watching anime with subtitles for years, like for decades. So having the subtitles on and being able to read while they're talking, I'm all for that. Like I do it. I just do it. So it's a little. I don't know. For me, I feel like it's a little weird to not have that in. I feel like something like that is so small. Like it's different if they were like, oh well, we want this to be 4K 120 frames, or we want Spyro to look like, that something like that. I get where you're like, well, look, man, this is what we could do, whatever. But something small as subtitles, I'm kind of like, is this really? You really couldn't do this like during the development process of the game? Demi, what you think, man?
It's trash.
Oh, you know what? I don't have the trash sound. That's the one I need. And I was trying to find the one that Leash uses, but I think you said that one was custom, right?
What, that trash one? No,
yeah,
it's not.
Oh, it's not? I gotta find it. But go ahead. Sorry, Demi.
It's trash. Just put in subtitles. I don't see what's so hard about it. Facts. Every game has subtitles at this point. That shouldn't be an account for the lack of hearing. That shouldn't be an account for people who don't want to put in subtitles for the lack of hearing with deaf players,
Yeah.
There's no... I don't see the point in not doing this. And the guy came off like arrogant as possible with like the statement he put out. Like, come on, bro. It isn't that hard. People shouldn't be waiting to have to play with subtitles because I play with subtitles. I play with subtitles on every game because that's something that you may miss in the background. Because if you ever notice, games have moments and scenarios where players are talking in free roam or talking before a mission, and they'll say certain things that you may miss.
Yep, that's true.
So that's why I'm just like, they should just put subtitles in, man. Just come on.
Yeah, just put it in. Like just put it in. Just to kind of shut people up. It sounds bad, but realistically, just to kind of keep people, happy and all right, let's move on from this. And because it's something so small. It's very small. It's not anything like like I said, major. I feel in the development process. So keep it moving. do it, create it, keep it moving. Simple update. That's all you got to do. But yeah, I mean, did anybody buy Spyro? I bought it. I bought it yesterday. Actually, it's funny.
It was not on my list.
I mean, Spyro is definitely a favorite of mine, so I definitely had to snatch it up.
I didn't like it when I was a child. It used to make me upset when I played. So.
Why? What didn't you like about it?
It was just hard for me. I don't like platformers. Well, especially back in the day. Like I couldn't stand platformers. Oh my god, it used to make me so angry. I mean, now as an adult, I'll probably like it, but yeah.
Damn. Okay. I respect that. All right. Well, moving on. Where are we at? Okay. So, my boy David Jaffe. Shout out to David Jaffe, man. If you don't know who David Jaffe is, he is a legend in these streets for being the director for God of War and the creative director for God of War 2, and also known for obviously Twisted Metal, which is a coveted series within the gaming industry, and his most recent project, which was Drawn to Death, which unfortunately did not have any commercial success, at least not to the level that I think all of us could have hoped, especially myself playing Drawn to Death at PSX 2014. It really was a great game. But I feel like it came out when it finally released, which was like it came out last year, right? Yeah, it came out. So that was like 3 years later. I'm like,
came out last year.
Yeah, I'm like, it came out at the wrong time. Like if this would have came out in like 2015, even 2016, I feel like it would have been had a little bit more success than what it did have. Unfortunately, it didn't. But David Jaffe. He, if you follow him on Twitter, do you know that he is very vocal about, how he feels about certain things in the industry, how he feels about certain, things and topics and stuff like that come up within the gaming community. And he also is he does a podcast every week as well, where he talks about, different things about his experiences in the industry, about the industry as a whole and what's going on, the gaming community, any types of news and things that comes up. And he recently slammed AAA games for repetitiveness and says we'll feel the same, that us as gamers will feel the same way that he feels now within 4 years. So ultimately, this comes from a series of tweets where he was having a back and forth with someone by the name of Tyler Quinn. I really want to share my screen, but they said that they can't hear you guys when I share my screen. I don't know why. It's the same setup that I've always had it as.
Just quote the article.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna quote it. So pretty much, Tyler Quinn, he said, it'd be one thing if you held Uncharted up to God of War or Spider-Man or something of a different AAA game, but to compare the same series to itself is like it doesn't really prove the point at all about AAA games. And David Jaffe pretty much said the point of doing that is to say what I did in 2001 when Uncharted 1 plays the same in people's minds as what I did in Uncharted 4 at a pure mechanics level. The game isn't offering anything meaningful and new for me. He's speaking towards himself and his experiences, and that's what I want in my games. So pretty much he says ultimately what he's saying is he wants, like, when games are being created, and this is just speaking to the terms of AAA games, he wants the sequel to these games to bring something new to the table. And he's not speaking just of he's not speaking of a game to game basis. He's speaking in terms of AAA, like a sequel to a AAA game. So again, he used Uncharted. So he's saying that Uncharted 1 mechanically is the same as Uncharted 4. There's no change or nothing different there. At least for himself, he says that he doesn't see enough of a change within the series for it to be, he feels it's repetitive. And, this is I feel like this is like an article or, him saying these things. Obviously, it is him speaking about his experiences, but I feel like it's like, I feel like it's a blanket statement, because then he goes on to say, no, I mean all sorts all of those sorts of games, Uncharted suffers from it as well. Same gameplay, better production. If that works for you, I respect that. I truly do. For me, once I play a game, I need the next game I play to offer something meaningfully fresh, or I'm out. And I'm like, fresh like what? Like, and that's the part where I want to ask him, like, fresh like what? Like, because what more can, like, because Uncharted is a phenomenal series. If you haven't played Uncharted, it really is a phenomenal series. And he's not saying that Uncharted is a bad game, but he's saying that that Uncharted brings nothing new to the table. And he's ultimately using Uncharted as the example, but this view that he has also falls in line with all AAA games. This is how he views all AAA games, as repetitive. So starting with you, Demi, pick this apart. Do you agree with what he's saying? Do you feel that AAA games do not bring anything new to the table? Are they repetitive? Do you feel all AAA games are like this? Is there any part of what Jaffe is saying that you agree with? And give me your take on AAA games and how you view them and how you view AAA games in the future. Like how you would, want those things to kind of change.
Honestly, it's half and half. Because I'm going to use this as an example. We just got Darksiders 3. And while it still uses the old school stuff from Darksiders, it kind of just is I wouldn't say it's a carbon copy clone, but it clones stuff from Dark Souls. And that's been the trend. Like, certain games will copy off others, but there are new games that do bring things to the table. Like, for example, Dark Souls. It brought something completely new to the table that a lot of games are trying to maximize on, because that's in the current trend. We see it replicated in so many different games in this day and age where, hell, even God of War used it. But with that sentiment, the reason why it doesn't bring anything new to the table, per se, is because many people complain about the changes of something that they're used to. People changed up Gears of War. People changed up Uncharted. You know how many people complained about the changes to these series? Hell, they even changed up Halo. And you know how many people complain about changes of those? Mm-hmm. So it's not really because they don't want to bring anything new to the table. It's because fans want the same thing, just in a beautifully wrapped package.
Message.
They want... I'm saying people want the beefed up graphics, the 60 frames per second gameplay, or something smooth and crisp, while having
still playing the same thing.
Yeah.
Message.
You dropping knowledge for them today, boy. Go ahead, keep it going.
And people just really don't seem to understand or grasp that. People are like, oh, well, developers don't want to change anything. They don't want to mix anything up. It's not because they don't want to change anything. They probably have a multitude of ideas that they want to institute. It's just fans are going to complain about what they do. We've seen plenty of different changes in certain series that happened. When DMC had the reboot, they did a whole Angel and Devil style weapons. You know how many people complain about the combat and how you had to switch it up and you had to use the regular sword and combat it with the Angel sword and the Devil axe? I thought it was a brand new step in the gameplay, switching it up like that, because it was something new. But people want the same thing. It's not because they don't want to bring anything new. People just want to play the same game, just on a brand new take.
Folks out here sounding like Fry.
Shut up and take my money.
I just did the shut up and take my money sound.
Oh my God.
Lord.
Yo, Debbie, Debbie just dropped some knowledge, I respect it. Leash, give me your thoughts on this. Break this down.
I mean, the reason why people keep playing the game in the series is because they like the story and they like the series and they might like the mechanics of the series. So I'm basically picking back off of what y'all said. Like, you can't change too much or else you'll lose your following. The only example I could give would be Dragon Age. Like how the first game, it was more like the fighting mechanics were different than the second two games or whatever. So like that was a nice change. Like you can't change like the whole system. Like you can only change it to make it better or make it more fluid. Which I guess that's what he's trying to say, maybe. Or I'm just thinking maybe his statement's just a loaded statement. He just wanted to get people to talking. But as far as him saying like AAA developers, they kind of follow the same mold. Like, yeah, but we've talked about that before. And like, but I mean, this is a business. This is an industry where people want to make money. So if people are buying it, that means people like it for the most part. Like, but I also read like one of the tweets or whatever where he was like back in the 90s, like the developers were tired of doing like 2D like type of games like years before the rest of the world was. So that's just his mind as a developer. Like that's just him talking like as a developer. That's not necessarily him talking as a gamer or a consumer. So that's, I guess, what we have to look like. His brain, when it comes to video games, is years out. Like he's thinking about like the future. So I'm guessing like that's what he's trying to like insinuate at that point.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about Jappy and what he says is, you know, he kind of does have both sides of the spectrum because he has worked in the industry for a very long time. And, you know, he is a gamer himself. So, you know, his view or how he may speak on things kind of won't fall in line with the average gamer. Or the average gamer may not be able to understand what he's saying or may feel that he is wrong. You know, I'm not going to tell him his opinion is wrong because, again, it's his opinion and he's entitled to it. But when I look at, like, AAA games, and I'm only going to speak to this generation. When I look at AAA games this generation, and I'll use exclusives, you know, PlayStation exclusives, for example. We let Guerrilla Games, who is notoriously known for making first-person shooters, go outside of the norm of what they know how to do and attempted something that they've never done before, which was Horizon Zero Dawn. And the game was a commercial success. It's critically acclaimed. It is a phenomenal game. And it brought a different aspect to AAA games. Because, yes, it is an open-world RPG, but the way you tackled enemies and the type of enemies that you were fighting, you know, and the story and the lore of how that world became to be really is what made that game so great and unique. That is a very unique experience. God of War is another example. God of War, when you think of God of War, you think of, you know, not being able to turn your camera and, you know, the old style way of just, you know, real just button mashing, you know. This new God of War that we've gotten from Cory Barlog, shout out to him and Sony Santa Monica team, this is an entirely new take on a game that's been out since the PlayStation 2 generation. And him and his team refreshed and made that genre, made that game fresh, brand new. It feels like an entirely new game and experience. The story, the lore. But it still maintains it still does a good job of maintaining what God of War is. You know, you still have Kratos. You still, you know, yes, he's a much calm Kratos, but he still maintains the lore of what Kratos is. He's a guy that's struggling to keep himself calm because he knows his past and what he did, and he doesn't want to be that person anymore. They played on that type of lore and created an even better character and a more defined character than what we had in the past. That is a new take. That is a reinventing of a genre that, again, is 10 plus years old. Spider-Man is another perfect example. We've been getting Spider-Man's shit since what, 64? We've been getting Spider-Man games for decades. Spider-Man game after Spider-Man game. Like, for Insomniac to even attempt a Spider-Man game, a lot of people will probably be like, really? You know, Amazing Spider-Man just came out 2 years ago. Like, you know, Spider-Man hasn't been doing too well. They reinvented that character. They stayed true to what a Spider-Man game should be. how Parker should be. They made something that's been done a million times and made it feel fresh and brand new. So, you know, I feel like his statement is too blanketed. It's too generalized. You know, I feel like he needs to speak in a more specific manner, because just to say AAA games are repetitive and gamers are going to get sick of them in 4 years, no, because I just named 3 games that reinvented old genres, and Uncharted is another one, because you have Uncharted and you have The Last of Us. The Last of Us, again, is entirely separate from Uncharted. The story arguably is better than Uncharted, and the combat and the mechanics of how you approach the situations in the game are night and day. And this game was a huge commercial success. So the repetitiveness, I'm struggling to see. Now, do we have games that are repetitive? Of course. You know, of course we have, you know, repeat games, or, you know, games that you know, don't really try to build upon itself or, you know, reinvent itself. But I feel like even those games, like for instance Call of Duty, you know, some people may say Call of Duty is the most milked franchise in gaming, and I feel it's sports games, but that's besides the point. You know, some people say COD is the most milked franchise. You know, Black Ops 4 is the perfect example of trying to reinvent a genre, or trying to bring something new to a genre, to a game that has been out for over a decade. Changing how the heal system works, how the guns play, and how the guns, like, each gun feels different, the attachments feel different. Like, reinventing something like that, especially for COD, is very hard. But Treyarch, they did it, because the game does feel different from previous Call of Duties. If you play Black Ops 4 and you play World War II, they're 2 entirely different games. They feel, play, and act very differently. If you play Black Ops 4 and you play Modern Warfare 2, 2 entirely different games that play and feel very different. Same thing with fighting games. Fighting games change rapidly. We just got a nerf and buff update for Dragon Ball FighterZ that just changed the entire dynamic of how this game works. So again, I don't agree entirely with his statement, but I do have an issue with how blanketed the statement is, because there are plenty examples that I can just continue to name off where AAA games aren't the same. They are creating or building upon themselves. I can keep going because there's plenty of games out there. But, you know, again, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Again, much respect to Jaffe. This is, you know, nothing to disrespect or anything like that.
The only prime example I could give him for that kind of statement, though, is like Dynasty Warriors. Nothing of that changes. That is the only example.
Dynasty Warriors low-key do be the same. Yo, them things be the same game every year.
Even the crossover games that you have specifically, Hyrule Warriors, Fire Emblem Warriors. Why I enjoyed those games. They're just the same games, bro.
Yeah, they are.
Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, Hyrule Warriors, whatever.
Yeah.
Same game, bro.
People still buy them though. People still buy them, man.
They have a huge fan base.
Yes, they do.
Dynasty Warriors is fun though.
It is fun, but
it's fun
it also doesn't.
Pockets.
It doesn't really build upon itself. You know, it remains the same game every year.
Hell, if you want to use a prime example of AAA games going through a big change, every new iteration of Final Fantasy is a different game.
Yes,
that's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes. Every single iteration of Final Fantasy in the Final Fantasy game, in my opinion, obviously this is my opinion, and I know Lee's gonna say something. I feel like on Final Fantasy 12 brought the most change to Final Fantasy.
God,
don't start this. Don't start this.
Every time you say it, you make my skin crawl. Like my stomach starts to hurt. Can you please stop talking about this trash
I refuse to.
game that is Final Fantasy 12?
No. Because you
make me
do
so
not
angry.
No, because you need to see the light. You understand? Because every day that you speak ill of Final Fantasy 12,
congratulations. You
played yourself.
You
played yourself.
You're like a
congratulations. You played yourself.
You're trying to sell me. You're trying to make me drink the punch. I'm not drinking the punch.
Congratulations.
Final Fantasy 12 is trash.
No, Final Fantasy 12 is not trash, okay?
Denied.
Not trash. We're not going to have that slander here. You understand? We are not going to have that slander here.
Please go away, trolling with Persona.
Okay.
Please.
Guys, you hear what she said? She had the audacity to say that Final Fantasy 12 is trash. Guys, let's all laugh. Let's laugh at this foolishness.
Go away, trolling with
let's laugh at this foolishness. What is this foolishness?
And this is why I said I was gonna burn down your trailer, and it's fine. Not with you in it.
Burn down my trailer?
I'm definitely burning down your trailer.
Guys, you heard she said it again.
I did. I said it. I said it. Burning down your trailer.
Listen. All you gotta know is your actions have consequences.
I don't care. And then we fighting outside of your burnt trailer. We
you know what, guys?
I'm
sick of the disrespect from Leash Capice.
You were banned from the server.
You were banned from the server again.
You were banned from the server.
You banned me from the server. Cut off my mic.
I banned you for the server. All right, Debbie, we got it.
I was waiting on y'all to get through. Like y'all.
Thank you. Somebody said it. Final Fantasy 12 is hot trash.
Who said that? Who said that so you could get banned? Who said that?
You better not ban my senpai. Don't ban my
Did you just say that Final Fantasy 12 was trash? Hold on.
You better not ban my senpai, bro.
Final Fantasy 12 is trash?
Hey, hot trash. He didn't just say trash.
I find your lack of faith disturbing, sir. Very disrespectful.
You gotta have a little faith.
But,
Thank you.
Yo, to everybody else that do think Final Fantasy 12 is an amazing game that's in the chat, give yourselves a round of applause.
Oh my God.
Y'all know the truth. You feel me?
Throw his soundboard in the trash.
Y'all know the truth.
Jesus.
Anyway, let's move on.
You gotta have a little faith.
Gotta have a little faith. Oh, that's what I need. I need I need Dutch. Have some goddamn faith. But yo, that's the one I need. But yo, let's move on. Yo, RockSteady. Listen, these boys over at RockSteady, man.
Tripping.
Yo, these dudes.
Tripping.
For anybody that thought that they were gonna be making a Superman game, including myself, because I really thought they were, guys.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
We played ourselves, man. Like, who was I to think that RockSteady would attempt a Superman game? Who was I? How foolish of me. How foolish of you, Persona. How foolish of you, gaming community, to assume that RockSteady would attempt the impossible. Not even a great studio like RockSteady feels that they can attempt a game like Superman. Superman got clout out here. Superman out here scaring off the best of the best. All because of that Superman 64, which was a trash ass game. But yeah, so RockSteady, they pretty much confirmed that they are not, and they said it, like they just came out and said, yo, spoiler, we're not working on Superman. So RockSteady, they are not working on a Superman game. Instead, it's a game about a group of superheroes, and it will be a games as a service type game. Oh, Jesus Christ. Whew. Yo, Leash. How
do I feel?
I gotta breathe for a second, because these it's not even I'm kind of hurt that it's not Superman, because I really want to see a developer attempt a Superman game in 2018. Like, I really would want to see that, but it's just like games as a service. What? What? Leash,
Yes.
give us your thoughts. What do you? I'm so
Well,
disgusted right now. Just give me your
I'm
thoughts.
I'm not really emotionally invested in this because I don't like Superman, so I don't really care. But at the same time, I know you guys were really waiting on something like this, and like I think we've talked about this before,
Yeah, we did.
right?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and how they were like they were supposedly supposed to be making a Superman game. I wonder why. Like, are people getting shook? Like they don't want to fail or something, or
Well,
like
Superman. I don't. Did you ever play Superman 64?
I didn't actually. My brother did. I used to watch him play.
It's a very, very, very. It's just bad. It's just a bad game. And did they attempt another Superman game after that? I think they did. Didn't they, Demi? If I remember correctly, didn't they attempt one on PS1?
PlayStation 2.
PS2? That game was
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah.
And then that was the last, I think, yeah, that was the last Superman game to come out. And the games were just bad. Like, Superman just didn't translate well in game form because, you know, when you have someone like Superman that's, you know, most powerful in the universe and, you know, nothing can really hurt him, blah, blah, blah. It's really hard to have, you know, you don't really want army guys with guns shooting at his ass. Like, you know, it's one of those things where it kind of just, it doesn't translate well into a game. But I feel like if you put enough time into it and really set up the proper story, it can translate well. Because, you know, my thought and what I always felt was like, you know, for Superman, I feel like the enemies that you have to have Superman fighting aren't enemies like humans. No, like if you had like the main villain be Darkseid and have the Darkseid's army come and fight him, I feel like that would be more realistic and let them have kryptonite weapons. That's more that's I feel like that's realistic and that can really suffice in a Superman game because it gives you the reason to, you know, kind of have to dodge them and, you know, kind of stay alive. Like, I feel like if you did a Darkseid type storyline with Apocalypse and even Orion, because those are gods. So, like, I feel like in those instances, or even magic users, because remember, Superman, he gets hurt by magic. Like, magic can kill him just like kryptonite can. So, like, I feel like there are routes that developers can take where Superman, he is still the strongest in the universe, and he's, you know, that will be translated in the game, but you still have that leash that reels him in, like, all right, look, you know, you ain't doing this. But, you know, people haven't done that well with the games that we got.
So I have a question. What the hell would Superman be doing besides flying around? And it would just be like a beat 'em up. So it'd be like one big beat 'em up where you could fly around, basically.
I mean, well, Superman is a brute, so
I feel like Superman would be like watching baseball. Playing Superman.
Nah, because you can flesh out Superman. You can have, just outside of him being Superman, you can also have him be Clark Kent.
yeah. I was gonna
So
say,
it'd be like essentially like a Spider-Man game, but like
I
the
mean,
Spider-Man
Batman's
game. But
the same way though. Like, you know, they all have double lives, so I mean, it's not really.
I don't know.
That's not really
I'm just
something I
not
feel
a
like-
Superman fan.
Why don't you like Superman?
Because he like, well, didn't we have this discussion? He looks like the type of person who'll call the police on you because you walked on his lawn. Like, I'm not really a Superman. He's like
He looks like
white
someone
bread.
that would call the police on you if you walked on a lawn.
Across his lawn. Like, oh my God, I see. I'm not gonna say it, but no, but no, like he's white bread. He's vanilla. Like
Jesus Christ.
The thing is with Superman, he's the John Everyman of superheroes.
John Everyman.
for real, like he for real.
Yo, that's a funny name though. What's your name? My name's John Everyman. Mr. Everyman? Huh?
For Superman to be good, he has to have good writers behind him.
Yes, he has to have really good, because Superman, that's the thing too about Superman. Superman is kind of like Spider-Man in a sense, because Spider-Man, the reason why it's so easy to do a Spider-Man game as well is because, you know, Spider-Man villains, you know, Spider-Man has his villains, but Spider-Man has also dealt with other villains in the Marvel universe. So if you have those type of villains in a Spider-Man only game, it will make sense because Spider-Man has had dealings with those villains. The same thing applies to Superman. You know, Superman, you know, when you name 3 villains of Superman, you name Lex Luthor, Darkseid, and Doomsday. You know, those are three villains that are Superman only villains. But you can also have Parasite, Metallico, the Toy Man. You can have, like I said, Orion and them. The people from Orion come through. You can have Granny Goodness. You can have crap. Oh my God, I'm trying to think of this.
Look at you. I see
I
you.
can't think of his name.
Listing all the stuff. Look at you.
You can have Lobo. Like, there's many other characters.
There's many other crossover heroes.
What's that dude that came from a Bizarro? You can have Solomon Grundy. Like, there's a lot of different characters.
A lot of characters.
Yeah, there's a lot of villains that you can put in a Superman-only game, and it will make sense because Superman has had dealings with these characters outside of just the Justice League. You feel me? So that's why I'm kind of like, you know, I feel like they're not taking their time and not doing proper research with Superman. Because, again, Superman, you know, one of the things that people like to say is, oh, you know, Superman is very, you know, he's very plain Jane. He's very, you know, boring. He's a boring character. But when you look at his repertoire and what his portfolio, he's had a lot of dealings with majority of the DC Universe villain pool. Realistically, the only ones that, you know, maybe spotty is Batman, because Batman does have the largest villain pool out of DC, and a lot of Batman's villains are kind of locked into Gotham. Like, it wouldn't make sense for Superman to be fighting Clayface or for Superman to be fighting Mr. Freeze or something like that. Wouldn't make sense. Like, those are like, you know, Batman only villains. Just like with Spider-Man, a Spider-Man only villain would be Green Goblin, Rhino, Electro. Like, you know, those characters are, you know, it'd be weird to see an Electro in Avenger. Like, what are you doing here? Like, you know, that would be weird. So, you know, they both kind of have
this is why you have the gradual crossover heroes. Like, we have Fisk and Spider-Man.
Yeah. And Fisk is realistically, mess with shit. He messed with Punisher. He messed with Daredevil. He messed with Spider-Man. Mostly Spider-Man, but he's had a lot of dealings with some B-list heroes. And even, like, Avengers. So, like, you know, Fisk is a perfect character where you can put Fisk in anything, realistically, and it would make sense.
I just feel like the writing behind him has to be great. You have to show that struggle of power because he's a sentient being, and I never see like people actually write the struggle of power with him. It's always he can take everything, he can take hits. Oh, I struggle with putting this S curl in my hair when I become Superman.
Let me give you the Kawhi for that one. That was good.
But nobody ever seems to really flesh him out. That's why I call him the John Everyman, because he's just he's kind of plain, bro. Like he doesn't go the distance as a hero.
Yeah, I agree with. I agree with that he doesn't.
I'm sorry.
The reason why people were like so into Spider-Man, because you felt that struggle.
Yes.
When everything was hitting the wave, you felt that. When stuff was going down in Arkham City and Arkham Knight, you felt that, bro.
Especially in Arkham. What was the last one? Arkham Knight.
Yeah. When they had to counter Batman, you felt that, bro. But I'm just trying to see like they could do the potential, but it's like it's one of those things where you have to build him up. Start him from when he's in like the farmlands helping out the family, and grow him up from there.
Yeah. Let me ask you, what do you think the group superhero game is going to be? I'm asking both of you.
I have no idea. I can't even fathom it.
Something Gotham related. I think they're going to do a Gotham City Sirens game.
I hope not. I really wanted to move away from this Gotham. I'd rather it be like Teen Titans or even the Justice League.
I hope it's Teen Titans.
Or it might be, even if it's like an all-villain, like a Legion of Doom or something like that. You know, just...
I just feel like they're going to play it safe. If it's not a Gotham City Sirens game, I see them doing something within the Justice League. Or hell, they probably do something like the Arrowverse.
That'd be cool. Arrowverse. I want something.
I want something new.
Yeah, man. I really do want something new. Like, and this whole games as a service. That's what's really scaring me. Cause
Yeah, because it sounds like they want to do an MMO.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, listen, let's move from that, man. Like, let's just move from that, please. Like, just Jesus.
We could possibly see a new DC universe.
Huh? I'm intrigued. Low key, I'm intrigued by that, but I don't think they would do that. If they made a new DC Universe game and it doesn't have the combat of DC Universe 1, it's garbage off for it, just automatically. Automatically, it's garbage because I personally feel like DC Universe Online has some of the best combat out of any MMO I've ever played. Period. That combat's just way too good. Any thoughts? Any other thoughts before we move on? Okay.
That's fine by me.
All right, let's move it on. Let's move on. I was about to play the Jeopardy thing, but I was about to ask, any other thoughts? Pull out that Jeopardy. I'm dying to push that Jeopardy, but it ain't right. It's got to fit. But yeah, moving on. So who here is picking up Anthem?
Right.
I might.
Okay, pick that up on PS4, please. Thank. So yeah,
y'all not gonna hold me hostage on PlayStation 4, bro.
Listen,
I feel like I'm being held hostage.
Listen to Megatron. Do as I command. Do as Megatron commands. Megatron said, "Get it on PS4."
More like Trollathon. Trolling with Persona.
Anyway, I just put the boo you suck, so go ahead. But yeah, so Anthem obviously it releases next year, February 22nd, 2019. And so one user asked one of the community manager, one of the users asked the community manager, will PlayStation 4, Xbox, and PC players be able to play with each other? He didn't say no. He said not at launch, which leads us to believe that Anthem might be crossplay. How you feel about that, Leash?
Why do people want to play together so bad on different systems?
Yo, realistically, you should ask that on Twitter. I'll retweet it because I want to see the answer.
Like, why? Like,
I honestly can't tell you because I don't know.
I mean, I get it for people who can't, like, okay, it's good for people who can't afford like all systems. So still being able to play with your friends who might have other consoles would be ideally fun. True, yeah. But if that's the case, if people want to do crossplay, why don't we all just get together and just come up with an idea for one console and that'll just be the console of the universe, and then we can all play together.
Because competition, listen.
But that's what I'm saying.
Nah,
like,
so
the point of the point of crossplay is kind of obsolete.
Because you got a lot of people. I mean, we've had the conversation before, at least. So you're
like, I really don't get it. Like, yeah. So how I feel about it, I don't really care. I know I'm gonna play it because the reason why whatchamacallit sucks so bad, Mass Effect, is because BioWare is using all of their resources for Anthem. So I need to see why Andromeda sucked so bad. And if Anthem sucks, I think I might be canceling BioWare. I think they might lose me as a fan, bro. Well, except for Dragon Age. But yeah. So I don't necessarily get it, but oh well.
Jesus. Demi.
I think for MMOs it should be crossplay or stuff like this. It should be crossplay. So the fact that they actually are thinking about crossplay is pretty cool to me. But I do understand why that question was just asked from Leash. Why do people want to play on different consoles so bad against each other?
That's a great question that I feel Leash should ask on Twitter.
Why y'all want me to ask it?
Because you took it. So
you asked the question, so I want you to ask that on Twitter. I'll retweet it because I'm sure someone that's following me will reply to you and be like, "Well, we like it because
sweaty keyboard typing."
I just don't want, I don't want nobody to come at me crooked.
Sweaty keyboard typing, wiping my neck.
Don't worry, ain't nobody gonna.
We got you, but still.
Yeah, nobody gonna come on. You know better. You know ain't nobody. Oh, with your harem, trust me, ain't nobody gonna mess with you.
Oh my god.
Hit him in the neck.
For me, I mean, I was picking up the game regardless, and it was getting picked up on PS4 regardless. So, this doesn't really. It doesn't really affect me that much. Like I'm not looking at this as, oh boy, I get to play with that Xbox friend back in Guantanamo or wherever the fuck. Like I'm not. I don't want to say I don't care, but I don't. This is not my reason for buying the game, and if this is people's reasons for buying the game, I don't get that. Like I don't know if it like people. I mean, everyone has their own reasons for why they pick up games, but because friends, I get to play with my friend or whatever. But I feel like your enjoyment of the game should still come first. I feel like it's plenty of games, that, for instance, Demi plays that I don't play, and I'm like, nah, this game looks trash. I'm not picking it up. Like, whatever. Or like, we'll play Paladins, but I'm not, I don't play Overwatch. He plays that. And, I don't know. I just feel like it's weird. I just feel like, someone saying, oh, I'm going to pick up Anthem because it's crossplay. What? Like, I don't get that. And like, oh, well, most of my friends are on Xbox and I have a PlayStation. So then why don't you have an Xbox then? Like, I feel like go buy an Xbox. Like, if all your friends are on Xbox, go buy an Xbox.
But I mean, I get it though, because not everybody can afford like systems like that. Like, okay, so like how y'all holding me how y'all holding me hostage on PlayStation, right?
Whoa! Don't even speak. Listen,
yeah.
I'm not. Don't have Black Twitter coming at me. Get out of here with all that.
Y'all are holding me hostage on PlayStation.
What are you talking about? Ain't nobody.
But
what you mean? You barely play with us. What are you talking about?
I do play with y'all.
No, you don't play with me and Demi.
I play with Demi. I don't play with you.
Let me get the violin out here. Y'all see that?
I mean, me and Demi play games more than me and you play games, because
it's here and there.
Yeah, I mean, but
you play with more of your fans than you play with us.
I mean, that's because y'all be doing your
yeah.
Whatever. Anyway, like I was. Shut up.
Holding you hostage.
Really?
You are holding me hostage because every game y'all ask me to get is on PlayStation. So y'all are holding me hostage.
Ain't nobody holding you hostage. Get out of here.
Oh my god. So anyway, my family members, they play like solely on Xbox. So my brother, like he actually texted me the other day. He was like, hey, like how come you haven't been online? And I'm like, well, I've been on PlayStation because like I'm just trying to like, catch up or whatever. He's like, oh, okay. But yeah, like, so I get it. So if I get Anthem and it'll be like crossplay, I can play with my brother and I have to worry about, I don't know. I don't care for it. I don't care for crossplay, but I get it. I get it.
Mad you said we holding you hostage. Then you gonna say I play with Debbie more than me. Like,
let
what?
it go. Let it go,
What?
bag lady. You're gonna miss your bus. Okay. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go.
I bet to put something else. I don't know. I mean, ain't nobody holding you hostage.
You are.
Again, I feel like the crossplay thing is just I don't see that like that as a reason to buy it. It seems weird. It seems weird to me, man. I don't know. Maybe it's me.
I just know this damn game better be good.
That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping the game is good. Like that's where like most of my like focus is. Where I'm just like, yo, like just make sure the game is like make sure this game is good. Like I don't care about crossplay and all that. I want to make sure that the game is good so that I can play the game. Because if the game ain't good, what's the use of crossplay if people ain't gonna play it because the game ain't good? Make sure the game good. Demi, can you agree?
Factual entertainment.
Hey, my boy Demi.
But yeah, we don't hold you hostage. I don't even know what like that.
Yeah, I don't know where that comes from.
Wolf Flow said rescuing and holding hostage are two different things.
Yo, Wolf Flow, you get the shout out to Wolf Flow because that's a fact right there. That is a fact. Shout out to Wolf Flow.
Rescuing me.
Shout out to Wolf Flow because we all know that Xbox suck. Anyway, Demi.
I just like to say I play my Xbox more than once.
Thank you, Demi.
But go ahead, Demi.
I forgot what we even talking about at this point.
Anthem crossplay.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, it's cool. It's whatever. I'm not gonna defer my purchase. So I might be buying 2 copies if the game's good. So it's cool, I guess.
Okay, I respect it. Anything else before we move on? Okay.
Nope.
All right, so Game Pass. Game Pass got some new additions. Got some new additions coming. So they got Strange Brigade, The Gardens Between, and Mutants coming to Game Pass. What's it called? Mutants Year Zero. So Mutants Year Zero comes out Tuesday, and The Gardens Between actually came out Thursday, and Strange Brigade is going to be on Game Pass December 6th. What's your thoughts on that? How y'all feel? Is that good additions? What's your thoughts on that? Start with you, Demi.
I ain't got to spend $50 on Strange Brigade.
True, and that's a game that I want to play. So I low key might get on the Xbox and play that.
What? Everybody, sound the alarm! Persona's getting on his Xbox. He's turning it on. Wow, it's probably going to like.
That was like a great party game anyway.
He touched me.
It's a good game for.
Whoa.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about your Xbox. What it's going to say? Like.
Touched you.
Touched me.
What are you talking about?
That's
No,
going to be the Xbox.
No.
What do y'all got to take it there.
Whoa.
I'm talking about how your Xbox is going to feel so, like, just honored that you turned it on. Probably,
I'm turning on Xboxes?
What did you say?
Oh, God.
What are you talking about?
Oh, my God. You know what?
Talking about?
I give up. I'm going to my trailer for real this time. You know what? You guys, you knock on the door when you're ready, okay?
I got to get a knocks out. Yeah, I mean, I low-key may get on Game Pass and download that, and we can all play that, actually. Definitely want to play that.
I don't even know.
Thank you, Demi. Thank you. You the real one.
No
You a real
problem.
one. But go ahead, Alicia.
I mean, I don't even know Strange Brigade. I might.
It's a zombie game. It's like a 4-player co-op game where you just it's like horde mode game.
It's not a horror game. It's just like it's a horde mode.
Yeah, that's what I said. Horde.
So it's like Killing Floor.
Yeah.
More polished than Killing Floor. A lot more polished. Yes. Yeah, a lot more polished.
And you find like a bunch of wacky enemies.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you got actual characters that are talking, and it's a great game. It looks really fun. What stopped me from picking it up on PS4 was the fact that it what was coming out at the same time?
It came out at a bad time. It came out like in September.
I think it came. Yeah, it did. It came out when Spider-Man was coming out.
So for the fact that this is turning over toward the Game Pass is early, man.
That lets you know what's going on.
Yeah. But they saved me some bread, so that in Mutant Year Zero, I'm actually looking into that.
I was gonna say they could get that 10 off me. Yeah, you feel me? Hey, real talk. We do need to have an Xbox community game night, so I'm actually down.
Exactly. Do you even remember the controls?
You know what? Never mind. We're not.
You remember the controls? X is not at the.
You had to ruin.
X is not at the bottom. It's on the left side.
You had to ruin. You ruined the moment.
I'm just letting you remember. Do you remember the buttons?
Banned from the server.
You're banned. You're banned.
A room to scrap, because I'm ready.
You're banned from the server. You're banned.
You were banned
cut off
from
my
the
mic.
server.
You were banned from the server.
If you cut off my mic, I swear to God, gaming with Persona.
Why are you calling out my
She
full
swore to
government?
God. Oh my God.
You know what? I'm just gonna be quiet right now.
This ain't fetch.
What? You quiet? Oh, guys, we're in for a treat.
I'm gonna be real quiet.
This one, I definitely want y'all thoughts on.
She about to hit you with a purse. I just want you to know.
Hit me with a what?
She about to hit you with a purse.
With a purse?
Full of bricks.
Yo, why are you so violent to me? Yo, like, Leash, what did I do? Why are you so violent to me?
A purse
Like, I
full of
seriously
bricks.
want you to answer this question. Why are you so violent to me? What did I do?
Almost get a spray bottle full of hot sauce and
Yo,
water.
the soundboard even feel bad.
Wow. Hot sauce and water?
Wait, what did you just say?
She about to spray you with hot sauce and water.
Right in the eyeball. Get out of here.
Yo,
Be gone.
I don't know, yo, guys. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening right now.
The power of Christ compel you.
I don't know what is happening
Right
right
in the
now.
eyeball.
I really don't know what's going on.
You know what? Hot sauce, water, and lemon juice. There we go.
Oh God. Why?
She's trying to blind you, boy.
Yo, for real. She really trying to get me out the paint, bruh.
Yeah.
Trying to turn you into some paint.
Yeah, I am. You want to feel the pain?
That wasn't a good joke.
You want to feel the pain?
That wasn't a good joke.
I'm pro pain, all right? Let's go.
Oh,
all right, let's move on because you damn sure ain't no king of the hill. So let's I sell propane. Yo, remember that video where like it was him constantly saying he sell propane and like it was showing like crazy different pictures and stuff. He was like, I sell propane. I gotta find it. I'm gonna show you. But yo, moving on. I really want y'all thoughts on this because this is a complete 180 and I'm very surprised that Nintendo even did anything like this. So Nintendo's controversial creator program is shutting down. Oh Lord. So Nintendo's creator program, launched as an attempt to moderate what folks were doing with the company's content on YouTube, is closing down March 20th, 2019. And Nintendo said, we are ending the Nintendo Creator Program to make it easier for content creators to make and monetize videos that contain Nintendo game content. We will no longer ask creators to submit their videos to the NCP, and creators can continue showing their passion for Nintendo by following Nintendo's guidelines. But see, here's something that really, like, kind of, it's good, but then it's like, you know, there's always that one negative that kind of is like, well, what? So pretty much, we encourage you to create videos that include your creative input and commentary. Videos and images that contain mere copies of Nintendo game content without creative input or commentary are not permitted. You may, however, post gameplay videos and screenshots using Nintendo system features such as the capture button on the Nintendo Switch without additional input or commentary. So essentially what this means is if you post up just a full playthrough of a Nintendo game, or you know, post up any type of videos of a Nintendo game but don't have your voice in the background or something, it can still be flagged. So pretty much, you know, you don't have to submit stuff through the Nintendo Creators Program anymore, but if you are uploading videos, your voice or something like that has to be on as well, or else it's going to get flagged and be taken down. Starting with you,
this kind of ruins long plays for people or less players who don't talk.
Yeah, pretty much. So starting with you, Demi, you know, give us your thoughts. How you feel about this? I feel like it's a good and a negative.
It's a good and bad because long players and less players are like kind of screwed on this.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie to you, I was kind of scared to put up a review. I didn't know how he was going to react about me reviewing games, bro. But for the fact that I can finally do this without having, like, no repercussions, it's on.
Yeah. Especially because I know you got that Mario Odyssey review, right?
Yeah. It's just been sitting there because I didn't want to put it up because I didn't want to get hit.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't no copyright strike or anything like that. But now the game done changed, it's over.
It's over. Leash, give us your thoughts. Mm-hmm.
I thought, like, okay, so from what I'm gathering from this article, for the longest, like Nintendo didn't want you to record their games and put it up on like YouTube and stuff like that. So they made a whole system to where you can without there being repercussions.
Yeah.
And so now they're kind of shutting it down, but you could still like review it and like talk over it and do commentary and do like let's plays, right?
Yes, but when you're posting up, okay, so now before if you wanted to put videos up on YouTube like of Nintendo games, you it had to go through a verification process through the Nintendo Creators Program. Once the video got approved, you were okay with putting it on your YouTube channel without fear of it being copyright claimed or stuff like that. So now what they're doing is they're eliminating that. saying, hey, look, we want you guys to share your love for Nintendo and things like that. So post up as much as you want on your YouTube channels without fear of repercussions. But there's a catch. When you are posting up gameplay, you must also include a creative input. So that creative input can be your voice, music, whatever the case may be. Preferably, I think they're really just saying there has to be commentary with the videos. It can't just be a straight up playthrough without any talking.
Well, I mean, that's good because it kind of, you don't have to do all that extra goofiness in order to post stuff on like YouTube or whatever. But it's like y'all said, it's bad for people who don't want their voice to be heard. So, I mean, it's just, I don't know. At this point, it's like a catch. I want to say 22. No, probably wrong analogy there. But I don't know. Like, I don't want to say care. But at the same time, like, sucks to suck.
You don't stream Nintendo games, do you?
I don't stream Nintendo games at all because I heard that Nintendo was strict with like their shit. So I just avoid it. I just play Nintendo.
They aren't strict on streaming. They're strict on videos.
Ah, got you.
Yeah, because most time when you're streaming, you'll have your voice in the background anyway. So
yeah.
It wouldn't really affect that. And especially if you're streaming on Twitch, they
They don't care. It's YouTube. Us YouTubers was getting hit with like the BS.
Yeah, copyright claims and stuff like that.
Well, I mean, that's kind of sucks though. So why don't they? So they shut it down. So what about the people? Like, they should still have a process for the people who don't want their voices to be heard to have a way to go and still get it verified and approved.
Just slap some background music.
Yeah,
or just
or something like that. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. They're saying it has to be some type of creative input. So music, your voice, whatever the case may be, something needs to be in that. Something needs to be in it. In order for it to not get a copyright claim. So, I mean, it's a good and negative because it's like, what if I just want to post? Like, what if I just want to post up some gameplay? Like, I can't just post up some gameplay so people can just enjoy it.
Look at my 6
enjoy my channel.
Splatoon kills.
Yeah, like I can't just put like that's my issue with like a lot of these companies, man. They you give them all this support and it's just like, damn, bro. Like, I can't just share my experience. Like, a lot of people aren't trying to do malicious things all the time. Some people really just want to share their experience. Like, they really just want to share their love for the games. Like, that's really all it is. And that's, like, one of my issues before I got my capture cards and all this. When I used to just stream straight from the PlayStation. That was one of my biggest issues with Japanese games. Because I'm like, I love Japanese games. I love JRPGs and stuff like that. But they block, like, the scenes and all that. Especially, Persona is the perfect example. Persona 5.
Yeah.
Not me. Persona 5. They block all the scenes, and I'm like, bro. Then they had like this whole controversy, like if you stream the game past a certain day, you're gonna get banned. I'm like, yo, like, can we just share our experiences? Like, can people just share their experience? Like, can we just do that? And like, these companies make it so hard, and it's like, I legit just want to stream for people, have good conversations with people. Let people enjoy the game, and we all enjoy the game together. And just like, it really is no malicious intent behind it. Right. And I feel for a lot of people, it isn't no malicious intent, especially Nintendo people. It really isn't no malicious intent. It's just, I want to share my, like, why can't I just share? Oh my God, I just did something funny with Mario. Look at this, guys. Welcome to the channel. Make sure you like, subscribe. Like, why can't someone just do that? Like, it's annoying. It really is annoying sometimes because it's just like, our hobby really has become like a big business, like some big business.
We get monetized every day.
Yeah, it's like, it really is just some big business type stuff where I'm just like, damn, man.
I can't show off a sick Bayonetta combo that I pulled off without getting touched. Like,
I can't show this red shell I just threw at somebody.
I can't show off this sick drift I did in Mario Kart.
I can't show off this match in Super Smash Bros. I gotta talk. Like, some people really don't want to talk. Like, realistically, some people just really just want to post up the gameplay and keep it moving. So, I feel like it's a good and a bad. It's a negative and a positive. But we'll see how this goes. So it ends. The Nintendo Creators Program ends March 20th, 2019. So that don't mean go start posting up stuff now, because you will still get copyright claim. March 20th, 2019 is when this ends, and you'll be able to, like, post stuff up regular. Hold on. Oh, I think somebody knocking on my door. Hold it down.
Yeah. So, Demi. Or not.
Okay, I'm back.
So,
yeah, and that's how we make a cake and all that good stuff.
Make a cake.
That's how you have babies, guys. All right, thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy.
I'm literally shaking right now.
I'm shaking in my boots. All right, let's talk about this Sony patent real quick. So pretty much Sony patented a some type of cartridge-looking design, and people started like flipping their shit. Like no one knew what it was. Apparently, it's supposedly. I was watching a video from shout out to Rich Review Tech. Apparently, this is a design for a new toy that Sony. Apparently, that's what it is. But a lot of people were pretty much speculating that Sony's trying to do new hardware, a new handheld console. They're gonna kill themselves. Nobody wants this. I hope this PS5 isn't a Switch hybrid type of console. Like there was all these weird allegations of people saying Sony's gonna kill them. PlayStation's gonna die if they do this. No one wants this. Handheld suck. Blah, blah. It was like all this weird, and I'm like, yo, you people seriously need to calm down, like relax. Like, if Sony was to attempt another handheld, I low-key would be happy. Like I'd be like, yeah, attempt it. Like, like to say that people don't want it, that's you saying that. Yeah, yes, the Vita. The Vita didn't do as well as it was supposed to, or that we had hoped it would. I have my personal reasons as to why with that. Just because I feel like the Vita kind of came out before its time. So it kind of, I feel like people weren't quote unquote ready for that because, the Switch came out and it's doing 10 times less than what the Vita was doing in 2012. And, it's getting that commercial success. And the Vita, again, had a lot of games. People were saying, I don't want console-like experiences on the go. Go back and look at those 2012, 2013 articles and stuff like that. People were saying they didn't want console-like experiences on the go. People were saying this. But, now we have the Switch. And
now look.
I want to play Dark Souls on the go. That's why it's a 10. Like, listen. Like I said, I have
anybody who want to play Souls, anything, 0.
Listen, so I have my own reasons for that, but that's not what this topic is about. So starting with you, Leash. If Sony was to attempt another handheld, how do you feel about that? Do you feel like they shouldn't? Do you feel like it's stupid for them? It's how you feel?
I'm so indifferent when it comes to things that's like gaming related, especially like the little minor stuff. Like, okay, if
okay, I need to get that as a soundboard. Okay,
with the Waka Flocka meme, you know how he goes like, okay. It's as long as the game, as long as the console is good, it's innovative, it's fun. Like I don't care. Like I don't even think it's like real gamers saying stuff like this. I think people just write stuff for controversy's sake. Like, or like people just, I don't know. Like if PlayStation was to make a handheld like console similar to the Switch where you could still hook it up to your TV, I don't see what the issue is. I think the only issue would be like the controller, but you could always buy a controller or whatever. I wouldn't mind it actually, because I have my daughter Switch every time she's on punishment or like when she goes to bed. So, and I really enjoy playing certain games just laying in my. I don't have to like get up and go sit in front of a TV. Like I could lay down, just hop on the game and play it until I go to sleep. So I don't get why people are upset, but
So if Sony was to come out with a new handheld, would you buy it?
I would. I would. Most definitely. I mean, especially if like Xbox, follows suit. I definitely would, bruh.
Hold on.
First one in the line. Hello.
Oh, nah, I was with you till you started speaking that negativity.
What are you talking about? Every time I mention Xbox, you call it negativity. I just don't understand it. All I said is like if Xbox was to make something similar, I would be the first one in line to get it.
Speaking too negative for me.
Oh my God! You wanna know what's negative?
Sure.
I'm gonna say it after the stream, after the podcast.
We getting spicy.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that for after the aftercast.
Okay.
Too cocky.
Demi, thoughts?
Like I said, I supported the Vita day one, but I supported the Vita, and I get the most play out of it still. For Sony to drop a new handheld, they have to support it as much as they can with the first party stuff. Third party support is there. The JRPG machine is there with the Vita, but you can't just like dead it and forget about it. Yeah. It's like they just lost courage to like they just got despaired by the 3DS and was like, you know what, you got that fight, bud.
I mean, go ahead.
I just think they should just keep at it. People say they don't want console-like experiences, but you see what we have now with the Switch. I don't want trash ports like that Borderlands 2 port.
Oh yeah, that was trash. Oh God. Whew, Lord. Yo, that was trash,
horrible,
man. Oh God, I'm just thinking back. Yo, that Jesus, that game is terrible.
That's such a god-awful port.
Yeah, it is.
God. So, for people to say they don't want console-like experiences on a go, but then, support stuff that drops like, Bayonetta or Dark Souls or whatever those game that drops, like, I need to get that similar experience. Yeah, I love the JRPGs and the visual romance novels on the Vita. Sure, they kill time for me at the job, but outside of that, you got to give me more.
More like what? Like what more do you want on the Vita? You, and I'm speaking you, not what I'm speaking you personally. What more do you want?
I want more action adventure games, more platformers.
Like what?
More rhythm games. Because we have this touchscreen, but I mainly use the sticks, and that goes to a Switch also.
Switch is touchscreen, isn't it? I don't use that touchscreen. I don't use that touchscreen for nothing.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. So it tells you like we have these touchscreen items, but we aren't using much touchscreen like advisory for any of this.
Yeah.
I want some experiences like, oh wow, we're utilizing 100% of this. But developers, that's on the developer. That ain't really on them. But like, I just want some new stuff, man. Like, say what you want, but I actually enjoyed that Uncharted game.
Uncharted was okay. I think it was just, it was just, I don't know.
It was a trash story. Controls a little wonky. It was an easy game, but I enjoyed for what they were attempting.
Yeah.
And plus, I just feel like they just need to push more first party stuff when it comes to their handheld stuff. It's like they just dead it too fast, or like they just let the third parties put in the work while they just like, all right, cool, y'all got it.
Yeah. I mean, I like the Vita for what it was, well, what it is, and what it provided. Like, a lot of people say, Vita didn't have no games, and then it's like you look at the Vita and what the Vita had. Vita had a lot of dope games. Even if some of the games were cross play or cross buy with the PS4, it was still getting games. And then again, when the Vita first came out and they were providing those console-like experiences, there was a lot of negativity and a lot of backlash for that. So like I again, consumers, they bashed Vita for providing console-like experiences, but they're giving bump ups and review score points because you can play Dark Souls on the go. Like, first off, who the hell is playing this shit on the go? I'm not. Second of all, just 3-4 years ago, this was a negative. So what's changed? You know, so and that's where my issue with the community when it comes to the Vita lies, because a lot of people trash the Vita, and the Vita fundamentally does a lot more than the Switch. Even to this day, just it goes hand in hand with the PlayStation of what you can do. Like on the Vita, you can be in Cali and your PlayStation's in New York, and you could be playing games on your PlayStation through your Vita. You can voice information. You can do voice chat in a cross console voice chat where you can be on your Vita in a voice chat on the PlayStation 4. You could do video chat. You got the trophies. You got the games that are there. You got the store. It's doing so many things that I really am baffled at how bad it did do as a console until it just sells. Because I'm just like, what do you want? And I'm not asking you. I'm just speaking generally, when you ask people, well, what do you want on it? Want from me? Just ask someone that doesn't like the Vita. Ask why it doesn't have any games. What games do you want on it? Because it has fighting games on it. It has Japanese games. It has shooters because it has Unit 13, COD. It does have a Monster Hunter style game with Freedom Wars, and what's that other game?
And Tokenin.
It has those games. It does have the JRPGs. It does have the PS1 classics, where you can play the PS1
and
games
the PSP
on there.
Backwards compatible.
And PSP backwards compatible games. So I'm like, if you go look in that, especially for people that always say that they love old games, go look in that PS Vita store.
And
there's thousands of PlayStation Vita games in that store. Yeah, it has a ton of recent releases.
Got World of Final Fantasy. You got Final Fantasy 10, 10-2. I just bought an indie game called I Am the Hero, and they got a Vita release. Surprised the hell out of me.
They got Suikoden. They got they got all the Final Fantasies on there. Tactics 6, 7, 8, not 8, 9, 10, 10-2, Type 0. They've got Xenogears. They got the Suikodens. There's all types of games in that Vita store. For people that say, oh, well, I like old games. I want to play these PS1, PS2. All that stuff is there. So, I'm very dumbfounded as to why people hate the Vita. I really don't get it. I honestly don't, because it's not the games. It's not the games. Because go look in the store. It's not the features, because it's feature-wise, it's more feature-heavy than the most recent handheld or hybrid. So I don't get it. I really don't get it. But if PlayStation wants to do another handheld, I'd buy it. I definitely would. But yeah, let's move on, because I'm starting to think about this Vita. It's just starting to piss me off. Do you want to talk about this Rockstar? No, I feel like talking about it. Y'all want to talk about that Rockstar nickname?
Nah.
Yeah.
About what? Rockstar being a microtransaction type of.
I mean, we all know.
I can
what did people expect?
I can confirm that it's not that heavy to make money in that game anyway.
Yeah.
What did people expect? Look at how they did Grand Theft Auto Online. So the people really
that technically wasn't even money heavy until the heist came in, and they started making stuff you had to really grind out to get.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
So let's kind of jump into this discussion. I've been waiting to talk about this. Hoo-wee. I've been waiting to talk about this. Bethesda. Oh my God. Yo, listen, Bethesda gonna get this work. That's the sound I need. You gonna get this work. Yeah, I need that sound. Bethesda gonna get this work. You feel me? Bethesda is gonna get this work. Because right now, Bethesda
denied.
They denied out here. So here's the story now. First, Bethesda released pretty much an early access game with Fallout 76 that was riddled with bugs, pretty much unplayable across all the consoles and the PC. They released over 100 gigs worth of patches that still has not fixed the game. right? So, you would think, it can't get no worse than this. Wrong. Bethesda now, with the Fallout 76 Collector's Edition, if you look at... I wish I could share my screen. If you look at Fallout 76, the Collector's Edition, and it gives you a preview of what you get. You get the helmet, you get a bag, right? And the bag and it says Canvas Western Duffel Bag. That's what you're supposed to gain. You get, the game and some little figures, map, all that other crap, for $200, right? So, people were like, okay, well, hold on. I must be drunk because my bag is made of nylon. So people that were getting these Fallout 76 collector's editions, the bag that they were getting were nylon bags, not canvas bags as advertised, right? So one Reddit user, he brought this to people's attention, and the internet. One thing about the internet moves swift and precise. The internet is very swift and precise when it comes to these types of things. Believe me, there's someone somewhere that will make sure that this is known. So, it was a nylon bag. So then more and more people started coming out and saying, hey, wait a minute, your bag's nylon too? So's mine. Like, plenty of people are starting to come out the woodwork complaining about the bags not being as advertised, right? So one user hit up Bethesda customer support, and this is what the sales representative had to say. Greetings. Thank you for contacting Bethesda customer support. My name is Nicholas, and I'd be happy to help you. Due to unavailability of the materials, we had to switch to a nylon carrying case in Fallout 76 Power Armor Edition. We hope this doesn't prevent anyone from enjoying what we feel is one of our best collector's editions. Warm regards. I don't want your warm nothing. Then he says, keep an eye out. Oh no, then there's another one. There was another one. Oh, okay, he says, in addition to a Twitter statement and supporting emails, will also respond to the critics to move on Reddit posting temporary contact. It's not directly employed with the. Oh, so Bethesda, so when that response came out, Bethesda, they moved swift and quickly. And they pretty much was like, the Bethesda store's support member is a temporary contract employee and not directly employed by Bethesda or Bethesda Game Studios. We apologize to the customer who took the time to reach out. The support response was incorrect and not in accordance with our conduct policy. Unfortunately, due to unavailability of materials, we had to switch to a nylon carrying case. And we hope to... Oh, yeah, he's rereading that. So pretty much... People are wondering, well, Bethesda, what are you going to do about this? Because this is clearly unacceptable, because this is false advertising, right? So you would think that Bethesda, being the good old guys that they are, would be like, well, guys, we apologize. We're going to, refund people, whatever the case may be, or we're going to give you, a $60 credit on anything in the Bethesda, whatever the case may be, right? So Bethesda's response is... We understand and respect that there is disappointment with the bag in the Power Armor Edition. We're sorry. Please contact Bethesda customer support to provide proof of your collector's edition purchase, and we will assist in granting your Bethesda account, 500 atoms. Do you know how much 500 atoms is on the Bethesda store, ladies and gentlemen?
$5.
Give that man a gold star. Yes.
It's $5?
Yes, it's $5 to get 500 atoms to make an in-game purchase. 500 atoms costs $5 or 6 real world dollars. And the irony is, one of the costumes where you actually get the canvas bag is 700 atoms. So you don't even get enough to use the atoms to buy the canvas bag character in the damn game. So, ladies and gentlemen, what the hell is going on? Like, yo, what is going on here? What is going on here? I personally, and you know, this isn't even how, like, never mind the game, because we know the game is dog shit. So we're not even going to speak on that. Never mind that, because we've already talked that into the ground. We know it. Reviewers know it. The community know it. Hell, Bethesda knows it. We don't need to speak on that. That's not what this is about. We're talking about the false advertising and the responses to follow. What is going on? Is this not anti-consumer? Is this not, and forgive my language for anyone that has children watching, but is this not fucked up? What is going on? Leash, give me your thoughts. Leash, yes. Give me your thoughts. Like, give me your thoughts on this. Is this wrong? Like, what does Bethesda need to do to rectify this situation? Because I'm gonna keep it a stack. 500 atoms? I ain't no scientist. I don't need no atoms. You feel me? Send the bread up. Send the bread up, because I want the bread.
Well, yeah. Bethesda's looking real raggedy and ratchet right now. We might as well call it like the Bethesda housing projects, because it's looking a little ghetto right now. But I really don't have any excuses. Like last time I was apologizing, I was being an apologist. But it's just like it's getting worse and worse and worse. They just need to just throw the game in the trash. Honestly, just give up. Like, just stop. Nobody's gonna buy this game. You're not making it any better. You're making the situation worse. The people who do play the game, for some odd reason, they actually do enjoy it. So just stick to that core fan base. I would never buy it.
Hey, Leash, you want to hear something else that's funny?
What?
Or not funny, but crazy?
What?
So, again, ladies and gentlemen, the internet moves swift and precise. Know this. So, Bethesda had an event. This is like a month before the game came out, where people that were supporting, like, you know, influencers in the community that were supporting Fallout 76, they got canvas bags at this event. Now, granted, it's not the same canvas bag as what was shown in the collector's edition, but it's a canvas bag nonetheless.
It's even better.
It actually is even better. And it's a canvas bag nonetheless to people, and they were giving this to people that were positive Fallout 76 influencers at an event. Obviously, and granted, again, this is a month before the game comes out.
Wow.
So to give it to them, you know, and it's a different bag. It's a better bag, honestly. Like, when you look at that bag, it looks way better than the one in the collector's edition, honestly. But still, to give positive influencers a canvas bag, and not people for free, mind you, but not give people that spending $200, where is the disconnect? What's your thoughts on that, Leash?
Like, I feel like I'm like I'm part of the Bethesda team. I'm sitting up here sweating like I don't know what to say. But I mean, it's trash. I mean, at the end of the day, like, it seems like I want to say that they trolling. I really do. Like, but they really are trying to fix something that was so broken, instead of just taking their time and just not putting this out in the first place. Like, we didn't need Fallout 76. There was no need for another Fallout game, because Fallout 4 was still pretty okay. Like, I never really had, like, I could play it now to this day. If anything, they needed to put all of their resources or whatever in making another Elder Scrolls game. They could have just kept. I mean, yeah, but they could have really just kept Fallout 76 and just kept that shit to themselves. I don't know. Like, that's just trash, and they would give the positive influencers something of value because they're speaking well of their product. Cool. I get it. Reward people who support you, but at the same time, you have people spending actual dollars And you're giving them nylon. A pencil pokes through that shit and it's over. That's your whole bag. Your whole little $200 bag. Just right there.
Message.
Oh Lord Jesus.
Let them know about that nylon. That's
Fix it.
That's some cheap. That's that cheap shit. Huh?
Fix it, Jesus, Lord God. Oh, on the Sabbath. But yeah, I don't. I'm baffled right now. I'm just sitting up here like these. I feel like Samuel L. Jackson. Like these mother. I am saying the MF word in my head, like over and over again. So I'm just over here, just like, wow, bro. It's getting worse and worse. I want to see how this unfolds.
Let me ask you. Seeing this, do you trust Bethesda with their next product after this?
I'm not gonna say no. I do because honestly, I feel like they've always put more stock in Elder Scrolls games than they have their Fallout series. I'm just being honest. Like they take their time and they put a little bit more care and a little bit more elbow grease in Elder Scrolls. I always felt like Fallout was always like their throwaway project for some reason. Because not saying like Fallout 3 ain't good, but it's definitely not Elder Scrolls Oblivion. So I trust them with their next project because I know they're not going to mess up.
Even though it's running on that, what's it called, engine, Demi? That Grio engine. Even though Fallout 70, Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be running, and Starfield are going to be running on the Grio engine, which is what
Fallout. Let's get that engine up.
Which is what Fallout 76, Fallout 4, Fallout 3,
Fallout New Vegas, Elder Scrolls Skyrim, all of them.
All of it is running on this engine. Do you trust it now?
I mean, I still trust it because Skyrim was amazing. So I mean, I trust it. I'm not gonna give up yet. I'm not on my last straw like I am with BioWare.
You better than me. You love pain, cause damn that.
Ka-chow. Anyway, but yeah.
I just did the wow sound too. So wow.
But I'm still gonna. I have faith. I more so like I hope they don't mess this up, but I have faith.
All right. Demi, break it down.
Oh, let's break it down.
What happened?
Yeah, what happened to Demi Button? Demi Button. Wow, what's on that?
Give me 1 second. All right. Oh, wait.
There you go.
There you go. I dropped something. That's why I was getting something. All right, so I'm gonna keep it fair and I'm gonna keep it simple and I'm gonna keep it sweet. Too sweet. I'll just do it simple. But
I finally got to use the Jeopardy soundboard, by the way, too, so I'm happy.
Oh my God.
I'm so happy. Like, I'm not even kidding. Okay, go ahead.
This is trash. This is all one big trash flop all over the place. I don't know what they were doing. I don't know what they had in mind. I don't know what was going on in the creative studio. If you couldn't give the bag, why even advertise the bag?
That's what I'm saying. Then they were saying that, oh, well, the bag that was advertised was a prototype. It wasn't going to be the final product. What?
Then don't put it in there. Just have a collective box or vault.
What?
What did you say?
What?
For the people that pre-ordered the collector's edition of The Bard's Tale from In Exile, they actually got the replicated chest that came with it. It was only like maybe 100, 150.
Least you still there?
I'm still here. I thought. Oh,
Debbie, you good?
He. Well, so Demi fell into the void, to the ether. So, yeah. What we were saying was.
Debbie, did he get kicked out or something?
No, he's.
Oh Lord, Debbie, no.
Debbie, come back. Come back from the void.
Guys, it looks like we lost Demi.
Oh man, he was my favorite. Oh,
What?
I'm stuck with Persona.
What?
Jesus,
What is wrong
it.
with me?
What is wrong with you? What isn't wrong with you? That's the question. That's the question.
You want me to
I
start
have
listing off
answers
what's
for.
wrong with you? That's what you want? You want me to start listing off?
What's wrong with me? Oh, please, be my guest.
I'll save
What's
it for
wrong
I'll
with
save
me?
it for after the cast.
Oh, okay. Cause like,
I got
listen,
a list. I got a list.
We could scrap, bruh.
We can scrap.
If that's what you want.
I'm ready. I got a
Okay.
list. I got a list.
I got
Bro,
a list too.
I bet you do got a list.
He's back.
Oh, you back? Hey.
I got a call in like the middle of my rant. So
Hey. You got a call. Listen, you got to tell them, look, it's Mog and Friends time. So that call gets
Denied.
sorry about that, listeners on YouTube and iTunes and Spotify.
very disrespectful. Very disrespectful. Your actions have consequences.
Sorry about that. iTunes listeners, Spotify listeners, SoundCloud listeners.
Why
My
are you
bad,
whispering?
guys.
What?
Hold on,
I don't know.
I can't reveal that just yet.
Oh, but you just did.
Well, they didn't really hear you, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Lucas, you feel me? Further persona bullying. Listen, bro.
But
I don't know, man.
Getting back to it, if you advertise something, make sure it's fully in there. You don't see Square advertising a Keyblade for Kingdom Hearts, and you getting like
A stick.
trash. Right?
You get a stick. But it's a Keyblade. No. It's just a stick.
It's a stick. You didn't see when they did the Master Chief helmet for Halo 3. You didn't see them advertising just like a random helmet. It was the actual Master Chief helmet. If you're gonna give what's advertised, you got to give what's advertised. Period. And to compensate people with just $5, 500 atoms. Seriously?
Yeah.
If I paid, how much was it? Like 150, 200?
It was $200. It was $200.
Yeah, if I paid $200 for an item that I did not receive,
They got a nylon bag.
yeah,
Lord.
that thing looked like a plastic bag. And content creators and Fallout influencers get something way better. That bag they got compared to the bag that people pay money for, ridiculous, bro.
Congratulations, you played
I'm
yourself.
kind of jealous. I'm kind of jealous of that bag that the Fallout content creators got, because that bag is it's a nice bag. But seriously though, it's you just slap in the face of your fans or your consumers, the people that actually were anticipating this game, to do something like that is ridiculous, bro. You don't just, oh well, here's $5, go do something with it. You know how much a hat costs in game that you still can't afford?
How much?
$700.
That's why, yo. So what is 500 atoms? Like, where did they get this number from? Like, why would you, like, yo, real talk? I would be giving people their money back, like, real talk, or I would, they would be
Compensate
getting
them some kind of way.
like, oh look, we apologize. You could get any game in the store for free or something, like something, because you advertised a canvas bag.
Yeah, you advertised this and I didn't get it. So what are you going to do to compensate me now? Because I paid $200 and I'm out of a bag that I might want to use for something else.
Facts.
So and people like, oh, it's a bag, you blowing out of proportion. No, I want the item that I was shown.
Yo, imagine going to a restaurant, looking at the menu, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you see some chicken fingers on there. They come out with some frog legs. What's this? I want what's on the menu. Oh, that's a prototype. What? What you talking about? Oh, imagine. Real talk, this is the perfect example. Getting catfished. You feel me? You see pictures of a person that, oh, damn, she hot. I can't wait to see her. And then, you get there and it's like, you looking like,
You suck.
like you just not into it. You feel me? Like, oh, I thought you loved me for me. Well, yeah, that in the picture. So let's
Wow.
let's go back to that. You feel me? Let's.
So vain.
I'm kidding, not really. But
No.
I mean, but honestly, like if you was talking to somebody and they showed you a picture of a specific person, and you met that person and they didn't look like their picture, wouldn't you be mad? And it's not even just you just want me for looks. It's not even that. It's that you like you lying to me.
What I'm shown.
Yeah, like you showing me this, so I'm expecting this when I get to you, and you look like this. So you know,
if you show me double D's and you come with A cups, I'm gonna be
I'm
mad.
like, well, you know.
If you tell me you looking like Kern and Shanti, but I see Kelly Price, that's what we're
Hey,
Oh my God.
you should have never called me a fat ass Kelly Price. Y'all remember that episode?
Oh my God. You know, I walk through the door, you know, I knock on the door, she opened the door. I see what you look. I'm like,
Denied.
I'm sorry, ma, I gotta go. Like, what
knock
is
on the door,
this?
She opened the door, you go,
Nah, you open the door, knock on the door, she opened it, you go, Nani? What? Oh my God.
and you know, I'm a Bethesda fan. I play their games. I give their games gripe when their games are gripes. I can't defend this. And all of this Fallout 76 fiasco, I've been just shaking my head like,
And
what?
the people that bought it, I want to apologize on the behalf of Bethesda.
I know somebody who bought it twice.
Screw that. I ain't apologizing.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
Congratulations.
Wow, you're so
played
evil.
yourself.
Yep. I'm playing it again.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. You played yourself.
And to be honest, going back to what you said, Alicia, about Fallout being a throwaway project, not really.
Well, okay, so what Fallout game was ever better than an Elder Scrolls game?
New Vegas, hands
But
down.
that wasn't. But no, because that wasn't technically like a Bethesda game. It was, but it wasn't.
Bethesda did the publishing. Obsidian just did the writing. Well, Bethesda did the development. Obsidian just did the writing.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not like a true blue, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
compare the writing to Skyrim and to Fallout, or compare like the gameplay mechanics, night and day.
I guess, but I still think they take a little bit more time with Elder Scrolls than they do. With Fallout.
It's because it's mainly their source project. Fallout was never their actual source game.
Right. True.
You talking about Obsidian or Bethesda?
Bethesda.
Yeah, Bethesda bought the IP, didn't they?
Yeah, that wasn't their main IP. Elder Scrolls is something they came up with. Fallout is something they bought. They can never actually reach the potential to where Fallout was originally going to stand. That's why Obsidian came in for New Vegas. Some of the older developers who were on like the original projects took care of that. That's why the game came out so amazing for what it was.
Mm.
But this is an L.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is a
Definitely.
loss.
Big L.
Definitely.
Big L.
Bethesda.
Humongous L.
This is like the moment where you slip in the shower and you just like, oof.
Ah!
You know what? I thought I put the oof sound on here and I didn't. I'm pissed off with that.
You didn't put the oof?
No, it's not on here. I thought it was. Bethesda, on behalf of myself, MOG and friends, and I think everyone that bought this game and the collector's edition, I think we all can agree.
Boo, you suck.
Boo, you suck. Let me play it again. One more for the people in the back.
Boo, you suck.
Oh,
Bethesda, do better. Be better.
Oh, and I want to give Bethesda a W, but I want to give the guys who did what they did an L this week because of what they were doing.
Who?
The guys that were doing homophobic slurs.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to talk about that. Yeah, go ahead.
The guys that were doing homophobic slurs to other players in game, running around, just screaming that they're going to eliminate all gays.
Wait, when did this happen?
It happened earlier this week. Yeah, I remember that, and Bethesda banned them for life. Yeah, but you know what? Bethesda get a clap for that. You know, shout out to Bethesda. You know, big shout out to them for definitely getting them out of here. Because
now they gotta hold that L because they spent $60 they can't even play.
Hey,
Congratulations, you played
just
yourself.
like that. Congratulations, you played yourself.
Right.
Yeah, that was kind of. They were saying that they were trying to. What was they were gonna like trying to kill all gays in the game or something like that. They were saying some real crazy stuff.
Some assholes, really. Just because.
Yeah,
Just because.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's really messed up. Well, Bethesda
And and they reached out to him. Not to cut you off. They reached out to him and asked him why. He said he was just role playing, but he doesn't regret he doesn't regret anything that he said.
Nope.
What the people are
People are evil.
People like that need to get popped in the mouth, like straight up, like 2-piece in a biscuit right there in the face, and knock the fuck out. I mean, oops. Ooh.
Well, we've had our second F-bomb today, guys.
Well, my bad.
Bethesda hit you with that.
You were banned from the server.
Hey, you were banned from the server. Goodbye.
Like, how do you have like just that in you, just to be like, I'm gonna be this evil today, and I'm gonna do this, and you know what? I'm gonna put it on YouTube because this is the cool thing to do.
Because people like that have never been knocked out. Like they've never had their ass handed to them. They need a nice, a nice eye jammy. Like for real. Like I
think it's just like there's still a lot of intolerance, and not even that. I feel like with a lot of people, well, not even a lot of people, but there's some people that, again, when it's the internet, people get very brave. People get very. They're not themselves. They're not who they would be in their everyday life. So, they're, how they may feel towards a specific person or a group of people. They can't really be vocal about that in their everyday life out of fear of ridicule. So where do you go? You go to the internet. So that's why you have all these trolls on the internet that, trolling black people, trolling the LGBT community, trolling, doing all these crazy, like saying and doing all these crazy things because, again, it's the internet. On the internet, like, you can live any type of life. You can be anything you want to be on the internet. You really can. It really is a place for, I hate to call it this, but it really is a place for social reject. Like, because you can be what you want to be. Like, you can do and act and be who you want to be without fear of ridicule. So, I mean, I'll say this. It's a free country. People are free to act, perform, or feel however they want. But you're also free to receive the repercussions and consequences that follow with your actions.
Yep.
Yes.
So get binked in the nose.
Yep.
If you walking
right
around,
in the nose.
If you walking around saying the N-word to people on the internet, and then someone runs up on you in real life, that's the consequence of your actions. Yes, you're free to say and do what you want. But that person is also free to take that 6-hour road trip. Shout out to my boy Jack Move, and you get rocked in the nose, right? You feel me? You get your jaw broke. So you gotta
get smacked right in the mouth, I
personally would. I mean, I'd never do nothing like this.
That's more disrespectful. They don't need to get punched. Punching people is for people who you got respect for. A nice smack across their foul mouth.
You gotta hit him.
Nice open palm.
You gotta treat him like Vegeta treated Goku when he was fighting him in that Majin form. When he slapped him forward and then slapped him with the backhand right after. He was like,
an open palm is disrespectful.
Matter, clown?
So people you don't like, open palm them.
I'm channeling Arthur Morgan. I'm hitting him with hits.
Beat the devil out of it. Yeah, Bob Ross him.
Throw a whole horse at his ass.
Lord,
oh God. What else? Real quick, so gaming announcements. Real quick, so the Russo brothers are going to be at the Game Awards next week. So the Game Awards is Thursday, December 6th. So the Russo brothers are going to be at the Game Awards. So the speculation is that they're going to show a trailer for Avengers 4, which I feel like that's what it's going to be.
They're going to show the Avengers Project and Avengers 4.
That'd be dope. I hope this Avengers Project lives up to the hype. Because if it does, then I'm definitely going to be all over it. But right now,
with no Superman, they can actually take the hype and take this
Bethesda.
completely.
Oh yeah, they definitely can. Especially with Bethesda saying it. I mean, not Bethesda, RockSteady. Especially with RockSteady saying they're not showing nothing at Game Awards.
Listen,
you dudes, y'all holding too many L's.
All potential is right on them.
Yeah, pretty much. And then there's gonna be there's also gonna be some game announcements there as well. And there's supposedly the Death Stranding not release date, but it got Why you do that? When I bring up Death Stranding?
Because I'm tired of hearing about this game, bro. Just give me something about it already, bro.
Well, apparently, I think it was the Canadian Walmart website that they have a placeholder date of June 29th, 2019, which is, I think, a Saturday or Sunday. So that's not the actual date. But, now the speculation is that it's going to release in 2019. We may get another trailer at the Game Awards or hopefully I'm hoping a date.
Something that actually explains something.
I'm hoping a date. I really I want a date. Like, give me a date for the game.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing the game at this point.
I feel like he's been showing this for like, 3 years now, right?
He's shown too much, but not showing enough at the same time.
I agree. And then there's going to be some world premieres. Actually, they're saying there's going to be a lot of world premieres there.
Yeah, because Ashton's supposed to get the release date there too.
I hope that does get a date because I do want to play that. So yeah, Game Awards, December 6th, 2018. MOG and friends, we are going to be doing live reactions. So
I hope Jeff Keighley doesn't have like a bro moment. Just like, oh yeah, bro.
Yeah, buddy.
Kojima, I love you.
Kojima-san.
What are y'all talking about?
We're talking about because Jeff Keighley is like him and Kojima like super best friends. So he I think he almost cried when Kojima was there last year or the year that he did go because he couldn't go.
It was a year Metal Gear Solid 5. And it was just weird.
Yeah,
that's so sweet. I'd cry if I see all y'all at a convention. Well, no, I'd cry for Demi. You, Persona.
You're not gonna cry for me?
No. Get a nice eye jammy.
Sure.
Wow.
Right in the eye. Right in the eye.
I was gonna say something, but that's for I will say that here. So yeah, I mean, world premieres and all that. It's gonna be. I don't know. I think the game will probably be pretty cool. We are gonna be, like I said, manga friends. We are gonna be doing live reactions.
Yes.
Come on February 6th, December 6th, which is a Thursday, at I think it starts at 8:00. Be on the lookout for like the Twitter blast because I'll definitely post it up and we'll share it out. A couple days before. But come watch it with us. Hear our live reactions. Cause obviously, it's gonna be jokes. It's gonna be good conversation, and it's gonna be.
Which platform? Fun. This platform or?
Yeah. It's gonna be,
cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be here. So like y'all are watching on y'all whatever, and we'll just do live reaction. Like we'll all be in the hangout. You know how we do it now, just do live reactions, and they'll watch it with us. So like I'll have it playing on my thing, and they'll watch it and hear us talk.
Cool.
Okay. But yeah, that is the show, guys.
Coolio.
So good to be back. Taking that little break, for Thanksgiving. But yeah, let's get into these outros, starting with Miss Leash Capiz, the first and last lady of MOG.
Yes. Hold on. I got people in the chat calling me a bully. Hold on.
Hey. Miss
okay.
Leash, give us your outro, please.
Okay. Anyway, hey guys, it's me. It's Leash. What up? So yeah.
Wait.
What?
Please, you gotta put some energy in that
on
outro.
that.
Hey, listen, I have energy.
Put some
okay.
Sazon on that. You feel me?
What?
Right, put some Sazon.
I'm gonna put some Lowry's on it, but not some Sazon.
Put some Lowry's on it, then put something.
I'm putting some Lowry's.
Some Lowry's.
But that's my thing. Hey, what up? Now let's pour up. It's me. It's too early. It's me, Leash. I've been messing around with my schedule. It seems like the best days for me to stream are Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, because I've actually been kind of consistent with that shit. So I'm really proud of myself. I've been switching back and forth between Detroit and Dead by Daylight on my Twitch. I do want to do something. I had this like crazy idea. Like I want to play like once a week. I want to play a game that everybody thinks is trash, just not Fallout 76, because I'm not paying $60. So like maybe like an old game that y'all think is like really, really terrible. Like I want to experience that or whatever, because y'all been kind of saving me from the terrible games, except with what's that game called? That trash game. What's that trash game that y'all hyped up called?
I don't know any trash games that I hyped up.
What's
that
that?
you
What's
thought
that
were
game? That trash.
I don't know.
It wasn't The Last of Us. What was the name of that damn game with Chloe and what's
This
the name
chick
of the
funny, man.
Yeah, I really
Yo.
can't think of the name of it. It was so
I'm
Life
not gonna
is
tell
Strange.
you.
Life is Strange. That game was TRASH.
Congratulations.
Trash with an
You
exclamation
played
point.
yourself.
Ain't
So
no
yeah,
trash
any
game.
bad games that y'all have played, I do want to like relive that with y'all on my
Sure,
Twitch.
you can start with Soma.
Shut up! You think it's trash, but there's a lot of people who think it's good. I'm talking about for real
Soma
trash.
trash. Listen, stop this. Go ahead and play that Soma. That shit
Oh,
is
Lord.
trash.
So no, I'm being consistently like energetic about that game because that game was
Trash.
Bad. That game was bad.
Shit.
It's a slow paced horror game, and I'm like, okay, cool, I can work with that. But that game is
Garbage.
cheeks.
But yes, so yeah, I might do that like once a week on my stream. But yeah, other than that, it's same old shit, different day. I pour up every Tuesday. Any other day of the week, I'll let y'all know. We just trying to find our way. I'm also thinking up new stuff to do on my Twitch, so look out for that. And yeah, all that good stuff. Oh, and what was this? It was wait, I forgot it. So by the time y'all done with y'all outros, I'll remember. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got going on.
Everyone give a round of applause for Miss Leash Capiche.
Did he really press the applause button? Because I feel like he pressed the blue button.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay. Because I'm listen.
You know, Miss Leash. Big shout out to Leash. Definitely support her channels. All her links is in the description. So definitely go follow her YouTube, her Twitch, her Twitter. Follow everything and definitely support her. Then we got my boy. My boy's in the building. Demi. Go ahead.
Oh, let's break it down.
Break it down for us, man. Give us your outro.
What's going on, everybody? Howdy, everybody. Demigod Review is here. Mr. God Review is here. Pretty God Review is here. The Godliest Review is here. God of Review is here. Demi God J Review is here.
Jesus. Did the J stand for Jesus?
And that ain't the J. But
oh, okay.
what's going on, everybody? How you doing? Thank you for coming on through to the podcast. For all you SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes listeners, thank you for coming on as well. That's right, folks. We are expanding and branching out, so be on the lookout for that. Wink, wink, hint, hint. I'm going blind from winking so much. But
oh my God.
what's going on in my neck of the woods? I know it's been a quiet time on YouTube and Twitch. I was playing Red Dead. Trying to get that out the way. Red Dead review happening Monday. I kept pushing it back because the epilogue was actually longer than I thought it would be. I'm thinking, yeah, I can get through this. No, the epilogue was actually much more longer. So Monday, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. That's when that review is dropping. Red Dead 2. I'm going to be streaming today. Probably going to be streaming some chill stuff. Chill out, play some Diablo, play some COD. Or probably do like my scumbag version playthrough on Red Dead also. Where I'm actually just like brutally like expunging enemies from the earth. Gathering souls. But yeah, Red Dead review Monday. Got some streams in the works. I don't know what I'm streaming today, but I am going to be streaming. My indie corner reviews are coming back. Why just do nothing but indie reviews? That's happening Wednesday, and probably another video Friday on top of that this week. Come back to the social media, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Tumblr, Facebook, all Demigod Reviews, Facebook Demigod Rev. Leash Don't Say It. Thank y'all for coming on through once again. Hit the like button on here. Subscribe to my boy channel. Come subscribe to my channel. Help out the growth. Go follow Leash Capiche on Twitch or follow us on Twitter. Follow the MOG and Friends Instagram and Twitter also. And I thank you guys for coming once again.
Wait, what do you mean? Say what, bro?
You know what you was gonna say. Don't say it.
I'm gonna be nice. You know what? I'm gonna be nice. I'm not gonna say it, Reverend.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Reverend Demigod, man of the flesh. Man
everyone
of
give Demi a round of applause.
Oh God.
Definitely appreciate well, you know, it's my boy Demi, my homegirl Leash.
Hey.
We
make
gods
up.
out here.
Of course. We make up MOG and Friends. It's myself, Persona, Leash, Capiche, and Demigod Reviews. And you know, real talk, we appreciate everyone that came through. Give yourselves a round of applause, you know. We definitely do appreciate you guys a lot. You know, you guys make MOG and Friends what it is. You know, your support is greatly appreciated. To the people that listen and don't type, shout out to you guys, the lurkers. Big shout out to you guys as well, man. I know a lot of y'all will probably be at work, or you know, you doing stuff around the house, or you know, whatever the case you're doing. So those people, shout out to you guys as well. Shout out to the people that were active in the chat, man. Shout out to Wolflow, Ace, Lucas, Players United Gaming, Leash. Oh no, Leash. Who else was there? Oh, shout out to Bari.
My senpai Jedi also, thank you.
Yeah, shout out to I said Jedi. Shout out to Bari, Michi, Timbo, Black Whimsy. Shout out to you for coming.
Hey.
Through. EJ Johnson, shout out to you as well. Who else came through? Who's that? There's a bunch of other people. I know a lot of people that
I think I saw
Sean Walsh. Walsh, shout out
Walsh.
to you. Thank you for coming through, bro. And to anybody else that may come through later and watch the upload, we do appreciate you guys as well. To anybody that's watching us on, you know, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google, wherever, appreciate you guys as well. And remember, December 6th, MOG and Friends, we're going to be doing live reactions of the Game Awards, so definitely come through to Gaming with Persona. And, you know, watch it with us. Chop it up. Again, follow these people. The links to all this stuff is in the description. If you do enjoy the podcast, subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button. Share the podcast out with your friends. All that good stuff. A lot of things happening in 2019 that we don't want to divulge just yet. Just because, you know, we do got to work on the kinks of a couple of things. But, you know, there's a lot of great things happening. Also, make sure you guys follow us on Twitter. The official MOG and Friends Twitter, which is the link to that is in the description. And the Discord. Join the Discord. Discord. Yeah. Join the Discord. The link to the Discord is in the description. The description as well.
All right, SZA.
Definitely join the Discord. The link to that is in the description as well.
We got an Instagram as well. Instagram.
Yes, we do. Oh, that's right. Thank you for reminding me. We also have an Instagram, MOG and Friends. I don't have the link to that just yet. I do actually need to text that to me, and I'll put that in. I'll put it in the description stuff. Also, the online arcades. Definitely shout out to my boy Jay Bari. Shout out to my boy Upchuck Gaming, and big shout out to our newest member Ant. How weird. Definitely a shout out to them. The online arcade, the links to the online arcade, Twitch, tournament sign up, and the Patreon are in the description. Also, shout out to Jay Bari. Make sure you guys follow, subscribe to his channel as well. And Plus on Block podcast hosted by Upchuck Gaming. The link to that is in the description as well. Definitely support those boys, man. Those are some real good boys. They do a lot of good stuff. And I am also a TOA member, and we do. If you're into fighting games, if you're into fighting game tournaments, if you want to sign up for a tournament, if you just want to watch a tournament, if you want to support us because you love what we do, definitely consider that. The links to that stuff is in the description as well. And yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna be streaming some Darksiders 3 tonight. Tomorrow is community game night with the MOG crew. I don't know if we're gonna do Monopoly or continue Diablo. It's up to you guys.
I think we should just continue Diablo and finish the story out, and then we'll just do Monopoly on some random day.
Okay, cool. So
how about we start a little early, and we do.
That's what I was trying to ask Leash the other day. We'll talk about that off stream. Okay. So yeah, you know, the link. Well, not the link, but be on the lookout for the multi-stream link to MOG and Friends Community Game Night. We stream that normally 8 o'clock, but we're going to be starting earlier. I will put that out on Twitter, and I'm sure Alicia and Demi as well will put that out, and we'll all put that out so you guys know what the new time will be, because that is going to change. Just because we want to be able to play a little bit longer with you guys and, you know, kind of stream, to you guys longer, and I got to get it for work, so I can't be up to 1, 2 in the morning streaming. So we're gonna the time is definitely gonna change up a little bit. And the sound is gonna be better because I got the little piece, so I'll be able to talk and you guys will be able to hear everybody, and it won't be any. I got my whole setup now, so we're good. So it's gonna be. I'm excited. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fun. Jokes. Alicia be bullying me like she always does. It's gonna be fun.
I'm gonna wait till after this. Cut off the podcast. We gotta talk.
Oh boy, I'm scared. But yeah, with that being said, guys, definitely again appreciate all of you guys. Please be safe this weekend, and you guys all.
Hey, wake up!
You woke up with the MOG crew. We appreciate you guys so much. One last round of applause for all of you. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. So have a safe weekend, and we see you guys next Saturday, same time, same place, with the same crew, MOG and Friends. No other crew, no other podcast, no other place on the planet is better than us. And we'll see you guys later. Peace, peace, peace.